But there's the possibility that they do.
But how often?
Okay.
I'm saying, how often does someone?
Phil, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Because every time I try to say something, you guys interrupt.
Okay, go.
Ooh, spicy man.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 106.
What player had that number?
Phil?
Shit, I don't know, nobody.
Was 106?
Hot sauce. The professor.
I think we got to look at combine numbers.
Who the?
NBA.
So I'm going to say Luke is already getting on Phil's last nerve. Phil is not having it today. As soon as Luke
chilling.
came in, this nigga was on 10.
That nigga just OD annoying.
Bro, he
Have been wild.
went and bought my my flannel, and now he don't know how to act.
Oh, you wanted this?
No. I just have one really similar.
Oh, is that the one that Phil got you?
No.
But when Luke wants to go out and nobody else wants to go out, Luke turns into
Wait, you want to go out, Luke?
the
Yeah,
Tasmanian
send a
devil.
text.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I said anyone trying to go to the wharf after. after the
Oh, I
pod.
have you muted.
That's funny.
I'm just kidding. How do you have something muted on text? I didn't know because I would have brought. I don't have any clothes except for what
None
I'm
on the
wearing.
whip?
I usually do, and I don't this time. I could double check honestly.
What if you were
Might have
Phil's shit?
something. What? Yeah, I mean looking like a.
He can't even fit my shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Phil-
He could probably fit your shit
AJ
before
gonna
he
look
could fit my
super
shit.
Dominican, bro.
Bro, I'm not even gonna.
Honestly,
Be able to,
honestly, you should let him wear your flannel. He
AJ
could
really
fit your
would.
flannel.
I can't.
I'm
I
not
probably
gonna-
won't be able to get it past like mid thigh.
Not even his calf.
You could
I'm
fit his,
serious.
you could fit his flannel.
Is he just gonna wear my flannel? That's it.
That's
With
it.
his shorts.
That's
you
true.
could do that.
That's true.
It's fucking Florida.
It's Florida. I don't know
You
what that
can do
means.
whatever you
but
want.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
And you got the Denbury Crocs. You could wear those anywhere. All terrain.
Hey, I'm lit.
Um,
What'd you say? What'd you call him?
All
Salehi Denbury.
Oh.
No,
Isn't it?
Bembry.
Denbury.
Denbury.
Same
No,
thing.
Bembry.
I know I don't have a pair, so I don't care how to fit.
Oh, okay.
Since Phil took my pair.
Damn.
Have you worn your pair yet?
I have one.
Only once.
No, I've worn them a couple
How
He
times.
how
wore
they
him
feel?
He wore him in the shower.
How
he
they
has
feel?
the shower shoes.
No, I wore them a couple times actually. I wore 'em with my yellow sweats, and I put forget what hat I wore.
But
with
I
it.
haven't taken them off.
was like a
He's
whole
worn them
cozy
2
outfit.
times.
Really?
Yeah.
What color?
But to be completely fair,
They're light purple.
Completely fair.
sometimes I'm like partially fair. To be completely fair, Phil said that they don't entirely fit him.
They too big or too small?
Too small, so
They
maybe
look
Zach,
tight.
maybe Zach can get
No,
them.
I think me and Phil were the same
We the
size.
same
so,
size.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
Zach's.
I still make
slightly
them work
small.
It depends shoe to shoe.
You gotta
Like
put it. You gotta put
Adidas,
him in the oven.
9
a
to
mouthpiece.
10. Nike over 10. But I don't know. How y'all boys been though?
These run like a size big too.
Oh, then they should fit me.
So Lukey just has baby feet, I guess, or whoever's
Maybe.
they were.
They were your brothers, no?
Yeah.
Dang, Adam, if you're listening to this, you got baby feet.
Today is Cinco de Mayo.
Shit, Luke only wears size 5.
Oh, no wonder Luke's trying to go out. He's trying to eat some tacos.
Baby
Yeah.
feet run in the family.
Happy
Little feet,
Cinco
little
de
hands.
Drinko,
First of all, I
bruh.
don't
Wait,
wear a size
Luke
5.
wears a size 5?
Yeah, he got look at his hands. You got little feet and
You
little
believe him that I wear a 5. You can go get my shoes right now.
Them
Go
shits
grab
is
my
a-
shoes, please.
Them shits is a 7 in women.
My fault.
Can you grab my shoes and tell me what size they're?
A 7 in women.
Bro,
No, we're
don't
gonna
do it,
No,
Zach.
grab my sizes. Just can you tell me what size
I
that?
got
those
you.
are?
Yo, I could wear a size 14. Doesn't mean I have size 14 feet.
Oh, that is true.
This is wild.
Nigga wear big shoes for no reason. Big shoe wearing.
I
ass
could
little
wear
boy.
3,
What size does it say?
4 or 5 socks.
9.
And women, which is a 7 in men.
Shut the fuck up.
Those do look like women's shoes.
Okay.
Nah, I fuck with them.
Thank you.
I like
give you
women's
that.
shoes sometimes.
But
too.
you like unisex clothes, so it makes sense.
I do. I've bought women's shoes before.
See?
And I was actually just in Target looking at women's tanks, but they didn't have anything that was flattering, so I passed. But how y'all boys been this past week?
Been good. Been I mean, Zach is gonna be starring in a commercial tomorrow.
Hey.
So
Well, Tatiana is a star. I'm the co-star, I guess.
What is it commercial for?
for
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, Adam and Eve actually.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Like the lingerie sex toy? The sex toy? play?
Yeah.
The sex toy thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was something from the Bible.
No.
Wait.
I'm playing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That'd be wild.
I
Why
mean,
you guys get excited?
it'd be on brand.
That's where I
actually.
bought the thing from.
All right, you guys, everyone's
Oh, is it?
screaming right
That's
now.
where I bought the vibrator from.
Is it?
No, it's not that I was excited. It's on brand for them. But
It
I was just like,
100%
damn,
is.
it makes sense that y'all doing a commercial for a sex store.
It's for an alcoholic beverage, a non-alcoholic soda.
Also, with the whole on brand, like it is, but at the end of the day, we still a couple, and I barely be getting cheeks. Like
Damn.
I know it seems like we the sex couple, but at the end of the day, women, they just, I know it's not get it off your chest yet, but I wish women wanted it more. And the fact that they always say we think about sex just as much as men, cap.
You don't.
Yeah, that any woman that says that, get the fuck out of my face.
And
Of
the
course, there's outliers.
And the ones that do are undateable.
Yeah, of course, there's outliers.
They're
right?
undate. All right, let's skip. Next thing. Undateable.
But Phil, you had your
What up?
fight last week. I hate to open up past wounds or pour
That's not
salt in the
past
wound,
wound.
but how is the fight from your perspective?
Oh, you didn't even ask me how my week was. Well, my week has been.
Well, I
did ask
asked
how
everyone, but
you
no,
AJ
only
answer. You
okay.
didn't give
My fault.
space for
How was your
everyone
week?
else. My
My
week has
bad.
been pretty good. I was working in Fort Myers for the week.
He ate great food.
I ate really good all week because I had
Was
a $95 stipend.
The
daily
vegan
stipend.
food better in Fort Myers? Because I did see you tweet about it, and I know you were excited.
It's not that it's better. It's just most of the places I went to were just really good. They do have a vegan pizza place that was fire.
Really?
Like
What's it
gas.
called?
It probably tastes better too because it was free.
It's called Fine Folk Pizza, and it was just the flavors they had was gas, bro.
Got you. I seen Marcus had tweeted you. He has a place out there.
Marcus. He did?
Marcus.
Yeah.
JJ
From
Marcus?
yeah.
No, I thought that was Mac.
No, that's Marcus, bro.
Oh shit! I know he tweeted about an app to post it on the app.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a
Unless
place out
I'm
there.
bugging,
he
but
was
I'm
telling me
pretty
to
sure
just
that's
post it on the
Marcus.
app, so I
Yeah.
gotta review the app.
What app is it? Like,
don't-
he
I don't
developed his
remember.
own app.
I don't remember. It's on my Twitter. I said I might check
This
it out.
nigga don't know shit.
I actually
I'm pretty
thought that,
sure.
I thought that was Mac.
No, bro. Mac is huge. What you talking about?
Excuse
That's not Mark, or that was Marcus.
I didn't look too deep into it, bro. My fault.
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
But outside of that, how was Fort Myers?
Fort Myers chill, super chill. Oh, a lot of If I was a single bachelor, I would definitely have a white MILF out there. There was a lot of white MILFs out there.
Okay.
MILFs
Yeah.
and
So
gilfs.
I've always thought this prior to me finding this out, but recently I found out. So obviously, us being in South Florida, the east side of Florida, we have a lot of the Northeasterners, New Jersey, New York, and whatnot. And I've always thought every time I go to Fort Myers in the West Coast, I'm like, these white people different than
They the Midwesterners.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
Chicago
Midwest.
folks.
yeah, because I guess the
Michigan,
train
too. Illinois.
in like 75, it's easier for them to get down from there, and obviously 95 for the Northeasterners.
Yeah,
But it's
man.
interesting.
All the Midwesterners on that. That's why it's more relaxed, and people be chilling over there because then
Yeah, but I remember I had a game there 2 years ago. I went to Tropical Smoothie, and I remember it was like still kind of at the height of COVID, but since that was like Midwest white, they had a lot of signage on stores that said like masks preferred or some shit like that. And I remember in this Tropical Smoothie, nobody had masks on. And I'm pretty naive in certain situations, but I definitely noticed the looks that I was getting. Like, why is this motherfucker wearing a mask right now? Like, take that shit off, bro. And again, this was height of COVID, so it's just wild. And speaking of which, the WHO has announced that COVID is no longer a World Health Organization.
Yeah.
That COVID is no longer a
Pandemic.
pandemic, I guess.
Epidemic.
Yes.
breaking news.
Yes.
It's not so breaking.
Is it breaking news?
Well, they
News
announced
today?
it. They announced it today.
Well, it's breaking news, but no one gives a shit now because
Yeah, exactly.
everything about COVID is just like, eh.
Yeah, and when I still see people in masks, it is a little weird to me. But I mean, do whatever makes you feel most comfortable.
Yeah, man. But anywho, back to the fight. Lost the fight, unanimous decision. I don't think I lost. I don't think he was unanimous decision better than me. Put it that way. If they don't count the knockdown and if they don't count the teep as a knockdown in the first, I think I win the first.
Yeah.
And I think he wins split decision. I think
Yeah.
he still wins the fight. But I went back and looked at the tape, or the recordings that Danny had. I haven't actually looked at the tape from the screen record yet. He just fought his fight better than me. I kind of was a little antsy. So I think that's where I messed up. I didn't stay as calm as in my previous
Yeah.
fights. I was expecting him to do one thing. He came out and did another, so that threw me off. I didn't adjust quick enough.
What did he do differently than you anticipated?
I was expecting him to just come out and kick a lot. Like,
But
just straight blast head kicks and body kicks.
from an outsider's perspective, because when I listened to the podcast after your fight, I was like, damn, Phil actually called this perfectly, because you say he had great kicks, that he had knocked a nigga out with a head kick and whatnot. And I felt like the kicks is where he won his fight. So it's interesting that you said, because
Well, he came out throwing
I think
hands
that-
first.
I thought that's how he won the first. Or it might have been the second, but his kicks.
Yeah.
I thought it was a split. I thought it would have been a split decision for him.
Yeah, I think it would have been a split, but they counted that Teep in the first as a knockdown. I thought I slipped, but technically, my coach even said technically it's a knockdown. I don't know if I agree with it, but yeah, he started blasting kicks in the second because I got a little bit tired too.
Yeah.
And it was kind of frustrating because like I felt like my cardio going in was where it needs to be and it's still not where it needs to be, so I got to push it even more.
Yeah.
Like moving forward, which is fucking infuriating because I was pushing my cardio this fight. But I also think that could be a combination of just not staying calm, not breathing correctly. So, like, if I actually just relax a little bit more, I think I won't get gassed out as much as I did because I was pressing. But, yeah, he started blasting kicks in the second half. But even still, like, they didn't do much to me. Like, I felt like it wasn't damaging kicks. I just think he landed cleaner shots, especially, like, with body shots. All his body shots landed clean.
Yeah, that I'll agree with.
And he caught me with a couple clean shots to the head, but, I mean, I fired back, too. So, like, if you look at the fight, I caught him with a lot of shots, too.
Yeah.
I think that I could have made that fight a lot more interesting.
Oh, what? I forgot to ask you after the fight. Did y'all bump heads? What happened on that at one point?
Yeah,
when
in the
you
middle
were
of the fight, we had, but that's how I
Okay,
stopped. Because I was like,
got you.
When I went in, we bumped heads. I had a little baby knot on my head, too.
Got you.
But yeah, man, it was a good fight. It's one of those things where I'll be able to learn from this fight because it's definitely a fight. Looking in retrospect, that I could have made more interesting and probably could have won because the opportunities was there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just watching again. I'm not a fight expert or anything like that, but to me, it just looked like a good fight. And there's nothing where I was like, damn, Phil could have did this better. Phil could have did that better. I thought you came, did what you needed to do. He was just slightly better. And in a fight, you're going to have someone, not to say that he is the better fighter, but in that fight, he looked better.
Yeah, no, that night he was better.
Yeah.
I thought he looked more composed.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he definitely stayed more composed. And the thing is, I got so geeked up because like in the first round, I was landing like my crosses and I was landing them big. Like I was knocking them back.
Yeah, I thought you were like you might put him down.
I was trying to.
If it was like MMA gloves.
Probably, because I mean I landed like 2 or 3 big ones that knocked him back into the cage, and I even pretty sure I busted him up a little bit because we talked after the fight, and every time I got him against the cage, instead of that's where you're supposed to stay composed and pick your shots, I was fucking just going in all crazy and getting caught or like doing some stupid ass shit. Whereas like I should have pressed, stayed on his outside feet, worked my jab, and then I think had I worked my jab more, and usually that's not an issue. Like most fights, my jabs is there. And
Well,
what
you had 3 fights before this one?
2.
Well, 3. You had the one that
You had like the
wasn't
tournament.
official.
Yeah, tournament, yeah.
But almost every time you've won by pressure, you know?
Yeah.
So like you were doing the same thing. Now it's just like it was a good learning experience because you fought someone who was composed, what you're probably trying to get to, and you can now win or work on winning without just winning by pressure, you know?
Oh, for sure. But even I still wanted to pressure. Like I like to be a pressure fighter. I just think he pressured me more, and it was like I said, I was expecting him to just straight blast off head kicks. I wasn't expecting him to throw much hands because the fighter on his team I fought before didn't throw a lot of hands. And like when he started catching me with the hands, I was like, all right, fuck, now I got to worry about this. And then he'd catch me with something, then a kick would come. So I was like, all right. So it was like constantly trying to, like, I felt like he was a step ahead of me.
Yeah.
Like it got to a point where I wasn't reacting. I was trying to think and anticipate when I should have just been reacting.
Got you.
And then my coach pretty much said the similar things too. So, you know, he said I did all right, but we got to work on. I haven't talked to my Muay Thai coach yet because I've been going all week.
Yeah.
But he said he's gonna let me know what he saw, and then we go work from there. But I mean, the feedback I got was that it was a good fight. That was a fight that I learned from, and I thugged it out. We fought to the end, didn't come out beat up, which is great.
Bro, I want to fucking see you grapple so bad. Pause. But I know you said Danny won't let you, but I feel like
Wait,
if
Danny
you,
won't let you.
Nah, she didn't want me to do it. Man.
yeah, I feel like if you did, because
Because in MMA you'll get beat up more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's way more
the
damage
smaller
because smaller
gloves,
gloves.
yeah.
And also, but I also don't do jujitsu enough to do. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing MMA.
But
right
I
now.
feel like once you had the practice, I think that would be your strong suit.
For sure, especially if you have a wrestling background.
Yeah.
I haven't wrestled in 10 years.
I mean,
I know, but that's when you
Like,
that's what you started with, like the
Yeah.
first like martial art you started learning with, you know.
Yeah.
but I think you scrappy.
Yeah, you're scrappy, and I feel like for your size, you're strong, you know, and that
Old man strength.
and that like that has a lot to do with it too, because you could hold someone down, and then they're not like, if you got a hold of that dude, he was not gonna be able to get up.
Yeah. That makes sense. I definitely, at some point, I keep telling myself I might try. We'll see. Right now, I'm just focused on trying to get this belt before I get married,
Got you.
before the wedding.
Okay. All right, what else?
But shout out to my opponent. We chopped it up after the fight. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I wanted to congratulate him, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Nah, he's cool. He's actually a cool dude because he came out after the fight. Because they had Arthur in the opposite. They didn't have us in the same corners.
Yeah.
So after the fight, I had to go up to help get Arthur, like stand in Arthur's corner, make sure he's ready and all that shit. So I ended up was in his corner. We saw each other, and he came up to me, and he was just like, "Yo, good fight. Like that was a good ass fight." And I was like, "Yeah, man, you worked your fight, blah blah blah." And he was just like, he's asking me like, what kind of openings he had, and vice versa. So we was just changing ideas and kind of seeing weaknesses in our games.
Got you.
Yeah, but he was like, I was like, your shots is cleaner. And then he was like, yeah, you caught me with that cross, and he signaled like he felt it. I'm pretty sure I busted something like a lip or his nose or some shit like that.
Got you.
I got a scratch on my hip though. That shit kind of nasty.
Yeah, from the kicks, bro.
Yeah, nigga trying to show us his
I can't
piece
even
every
see.
second every chance he gets. But Justin kind of had the same reaction as Luke. He was like, bro, this shit too violent. I don't know if I could watch this in person.
Really?
Yeah. But he said it before you even started fighting. It's not like he saw you fight, you lost, and then he had that reaction.
Did anyone get knocked out before your fight?
Nah.
Someone else got slept.
Bro, it was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
nasty.
yeah.
After
Nigga got
the
turned
fight
over.
after or two, or
It might
like
have
he
been
went to
two,
sleep
yeah.
standing up.
Oh, okay.
Did
I wasn't
Justin
there.
stay
I
for
wasn't.
that?
No, I
No,
was,
he's-
he left before me. I didn't see that.
Because that's what I was wondering, is if he saw like a knockout. Or
No.
Nah, you see that MMA.
I mean, we saw. Was that an MMA when we saw him?
Yes, it was.
That shit was.
Well, the head
dirty.
kick was kickboxing. Y'all saw a couple.
What me and Luke saw, that was MMA.
Okay.
Yeah.
But most of the knockouts for amateurs come in MMA because it's smaller gloves.
Oh, well,
But Buddy got hit with a fucking hook. I'm talking turned him out. Like, nigga turned over and was asleep, head on the canvas. Everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
He woke up and didn't know what happened. Like he was just like
That was the same. What happened
Yeah.
to the buddy?
he was
then-
like, wait, what? Like, I'm good. We can keep
Yeah.
fighting. And you're like, no, but you don't know where you are.
And then I think it was the fight right after Phil where I think they were fighting at 145, 155. A nigga who looked like he was built like me fighting someone who
Asian
looked like he was the dude from New Jersey who said I think they said he was from UM or something like that
Oh,
because he had UM
oh
friends.
yeah.
And he choked the other dude out.
Yeah,
I did not
With
anticipate
jiu-jitsu,
seeing.
the
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu dude. Yeah.
bro, I did not see that shit happening at all.
Oh, Ryan. Shout out Ryan Coos. He won
Yeah, he
first
won.
round submission.
That's what I was watching when the
Really?
thing came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Is that fight, like, Ryan just looked like he was miles better than him.
Wait, who's Ryan?
Ryan is my friend. I grew up with him.
Oh, the one
The
that was
little-
at Julian's baby shower.
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
He
That's what's up.
he was in Jorge Masvidal's
Yeah,
bare knuckle MMA.
that's great.
He didn't even take any damage too.
Really?
That's why I was like, I want to see
Yeah.
what happens. But he won by a Kimura, which I'm pretty sure is like jiu-jitsu, right, Phil?
Yeah.
It's grappling, but yeah, he didn't even take any damage. He dominated the dude. He walked away. I was like, I mean, you got paid for it, so it's lit.
Yeah.
And like, he's definitely getting exposure. Like, Usman was there. Obviously Masvidal is there, so we'll see.
That's insane, bro. I
Bare
couldn't
knuckle
fucking
MMA.
box, let alone doing bare knuckle shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous to me. I'm just too. I got a big ass nose. I'm too scared to fuck my face up, bro. And getting hit in the nose sucks.
I feel like bare knuckle MMA. Most people are gonna try to grapple.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Just because like you have your hands completely free.
Yeah.
And people not really trying to
Bro,
take
I'm
damage.
clinching the entire time.
Like people not really trying to take knuckles to the face if they don't have to.
Yeah. Luke, how was your week? You haven't said anything. You have a good week?
Yeah, I was a little bit sick.
Oh, not surprising.
I was sick last pod,
Not surprising.
but I mean, I'm still a little bit sick. But I went to the doctor and I got medicine, so.
What kind of medicine you get? Amoxicillin?
Yeah.
You feeling better?
No. I only just started taking it yesterday.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, shouldn't you not be taking that with alcohol?
Yes.
Wait, they gave you amoxicillin for real? Because I got some
Yeah.
more.
Well, I don't need more.
I think you're
Thank
not
you.
supposed to be taking that with alcohol, bro.
Probably shouldn't go out either.
I also got some.
He's trying to do all of the above.
I also got 800 milliliter ibuprofen.
I don't know why I get sick all the time.
Hey.
Basically, Phil has drugs on dick.
I didn't even take the ibuprofen.
Even if I stayed in, I'd still be getting sick. I get sick no matter what I do.
You just get your ass a bubble.
Bro, that's not true. Every time you get sick, it's because you traveling or you going out or some shit like
No, bro.
that. You be around people. You be in the mix.
He's just not in tune with
we
his
need-
body. He doesn't know.
We need to get folks.
I get sick, bro. How you gonna tell me when I get sick? You're not with me all the time.
But we know that you always doing shit.
No,
You
I get
not-
sick even when I'm just chilling.
You the most
doing nothing.
going out person in this room right now.
Bro, I don't go out that often anymore.
You still the most going out person in the.
Okay, but still, what does that have to do with anything? If I go out more than everyone else, I
'Cause
I get
you-
sick whether I go out or not.
You always in the mix and around people.
Bro,
we need to give him a astronaut.
I
helmet.
still get. Sick.
Yeah, we need to make this nigga
I still
bubble
get
boy.
sick no matter what. If
Give-
I
give
go out or
folks
not,
an
I still
astronaut
get
helmet
sick.
wherever he goes. Hi, I'm Luke.
I'm hearing no accountability from Luke over here, Zach.
I get sick no matter what, bro. It has nothing to do with how much I go out, or if I go out.
But you be just around
I could
people.
stay home for the next 6 months. I bet you I get sick.
That's facts.
It's facts. Are you telling me I'm not gonna get sick?
But
If I don't leave the house once in 6 months,
I'm not trying to move the goalposts,
Yeah, I don't think
even though
you
I
get
am.
sick.
I
but
will
Cindy-
100%
As long
get
as-
But
sick.
the environment you in isn't conducive either, because the people you around also go out all the time. So they bring in the germs to you.
Bro, my immune system is just ass.
Luke can't
I
even
feel like
shake
we know
hands.
that.
He'd just be like germs. Daps, germs.
Anyways, so we can go into the first topic, the one and only topic. I asked this in the Discord. As we always say, if you're not in the Discord, please join. Save it for the pod or Sift pod. But if you had to pick 3 celebrities that would be friends that you could be friends with because you think they'd make a good friend or you just want to be friends with them, who would they be? Phil, you can go first since you actually responded.
Oh, I selected Currency. Let's see if I can remember. It was Currency. I think LeBron.
No, you did not
I
say
didn't say
LeBron.
LeBron. I thought I said LeBron.
Nah, you didn't say LeBron.
I was actually surprised you didn't.
I was too.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that Wiz was a honorable
mention.
mention.
I didn't answer because I don't really have
What
any.
was it in? Is it in pod discussion?
You
or general?
said Currency, Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Style Bender, and then
And
honorable mention Wiz.
Wiz. Yeah, got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So-
I'm
But-
surprised Stylebender was in there.
I didn't want to put 2 rappers in there now. Stylebender's
LeBron.
hilarious. His Instagram is funny.
Yeah,
as shit.
Style Bender is entertaining and funny.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a cool person.
And I
to
just
be
think
around.
he'd be fun
yeah.
to party with. Like he looked like he'd go out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like he'd be on bitches and shit.
Yeah, he's the one that out of those 3 that you mentioned that I probably know the most. Just because he's on like a bunch of podcasts and shit. He seems pretty cool. I feel like Dave Chappelle seems like he'd probably be a dick though in person.
What? No, I feel like he'd be a really good
Bro,
friend.
I love people that are assholes.
Really?
Yeah. Funny assholes. 'Cause
Yeah, exactly.
He likes hip hop. Like the nigga like hip hop. He from the streets. And
Is he
he's-
from the streets?
Not
He's
really.
from Baltimore. He's from Baltimore. He's from DC.
No.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
from
lived in
DC.
He lived
Black.
in DC, but he's
Yeah.
always talked about he's
He's
like
like
lived in
both.
the suburbs. And
I thought he
went
lived in
to-
Ohio now.
He was born in DC, moved to Ohio.
Yeah.
No,
He was
I
like,
think it was the other way around.
no, I think he was born in DC and moved to Ohio and then moved back
Before
to DC.
Adam gets mad at us, let's look this up. Y'all can keep talking.
Oh,
No.
but yeah, like he's for the culture. he cracks jokes. He likes hip hop, and he's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I does get like, and he always be in the mix. But like a lot of the celebrities that I like, he's always around.
Yeah, he's across all the arts basically.
Yeah, like nigga just cool.
Like he'll go to boxing, UFC. He's in movies. He'll be hanging out with movies.
And he knows everybody. Yeah, so I feel like you just meet so many people.
Well, he was born in D.C. As far as where he currently resides, I'm not sure. I can't figure
Yeah,
that
he's
out.
born in D.C. and then his parents split, and he moved to Ohio with his mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
he
went back to D.C.
in, like,
and then
high school.
from D.C. he went to New York.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
And then Currency, another one. He just chill as fuck and he's funny. Currency funny as shit.
Really?
Currency, bro. Like if you like watch his interviews and stuff, you can just tell he smoke. Like what he raps about is how he lives his life.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just be out in the mix, chilling, funny. And then yeah, I just like funny people. And then Wiz just wild.
Yeah. And so I had said, I honestly forgot.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, Aubrey Ocho Cinco, Tyler the Creator, Aubrey Plaza.
Who's Aubrey Plaza?
So she's the girl from Parks and Rec.
I've never seen that show.
She's also in White Lotus.
Never seen that show.
Oh,
She's
she's
also-
funny as shit.
Yeah, she's the most recent one. A lot of people say her and Jenna Ortega are pretty similar. But she has dry, funny, sarcastic humor, which I really appreciate. And like every time I see her in the interviews, like the Hot Wings episode that you sent, like I've watched that a handful of times.
That's her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really funny. Ocho Cinco, I mean, I've said it a million times. He just seems like down to earth. Our boy Matt has met him, played FIFA with him. That is one of my big time goals, playing FIFA with Ocho Cinco. And then Tyler the Creator, I just feel like that nigga is hilarious to me and just fly, smart, everything. Not to dick ride the nigga, but
You definitely did, man.
But
and then Rick
How
Ross.
does it feel, Zach?
Rick Ross is just hilarious to me.
yeah, Rick Ross is.
Rick
But
Ross is
with
funny.
Rick Ross, it has to be Rick Ross and DJ Khaled in the room
Together?
together. Yeah,
Bro, that would be nonstop, just laughs.
bro. The clip of Rick Ross, I don't know if y'all seen it. I think it was TMZ. They approached him in the street, and he was like,
Herb Dean.
"Do you eat pork?" And the nigga was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Did you just eat a?" And Rick Ross said like a specific ass sausage. And then he was like, "No, but I had this type of sausage." He was like, "I could smell it on your breath." He was like, "Don't ever come to me with sausage on your breath, bro." That shit was fucking hilarious.
No, I didn't
As
see
soon as I reset the camera, I'll pull it up. But Luke and AJ, do y'all have one?
Nah, I don't got nobody.
I don't know. I think after we talked on Discord, Sauce Gardner would be
Oh, 100. That nigga's the
hilarious.
goat.
Yeah, he's kind of funny. I don't know who else. DJ Khaled would be kind of funny, obviously.
Y'all two need to ride jet skis together.
Bro, fact.
Wait, so if you
with
could-
Phil,
Oh my
me, Phil, and
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
I'm about it. Okay, so if you would change that to be three athletes off your favorite teams, who would it be? Because when you said that made me think of an athlete when you said Sauce Gardner. Because I instantly thought like Darius Slay, Smitty, and probably AJ Brown.
Wait, before you do that, can I play the Rick Ross
For sure.
clip? All right. Oh, wait, that's not the full thing. Damn, this is not the full thing. Oh, yeah.
It was a premium sausage, but it was close.
Premium sausage.
Premium
You ate a sausage and then you came and talked to the boss.
There's more to it, but that shit hilarious to me. Just that nigga knew he ate fucking sausage. But so you were asking just who our three favorite athletes are on teams right
Like
now?
if you could pick of all your teams, if you could chill with, like who you think would be fun to chill with
Okay, to chill with. All right,
or
let's
like
see.
hang out with.
I feel like you got to answer, so you could go first.
I
You
said
answer.
Slay, Smitty, and then I throw Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's funny.
Yeah, that would be mine. I only
And then
thought
honorable
Jimmy
mention, obviously LeBron, but I feel like LeBron would try to sun me or dad me or some type shit.
And it has to be from our favorite teams.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's tough. There's legit no one on the Lakers that I could foresee myself
That's the
wanting
only
to.
team you like?
Butter. Lonnie
Bucks?
Walker. You don't really like him though?
No, I do. I actually sometimes forget the niggas on the team since he barely gets playing time anymore. But no, I think there's more people on the Bucks that I'd probably choose from. Devin White for sure, just because that nigga's a black cowboy, and he could probably show me some riding horse tricks. Pause. Maybe.
Bro, what do you want tonight?
Maybe Antoine Winfield Jr.
You real erotic tonight, my boy.
Bucks team now is tough. If this was Bucks team a couple of years ago, I definitely would have had Tom Brady and Gronk
Canes?
on it. I'm not trying to hang out with college players. There's got to be one more. Probably Mike Evans.
He doesn't look like he'd be cool to hang out with.
Nah, I've seen it because Nick Merckx, which is a gamer me and AJ used to watch a lot. He used to play a lot of like video games with him and whatnot. He seems like he'd be cool. But I'm limited on my teams because a lot of my favorite athletes have left. If this was a old Lakers team, I could say Kyle Kuzma. I hang out with Kyle Kuzma.
Okay, Lukey. You don't want to hang out with no Raptors, huh?
Rappers.
Raptors.
Oh,
You want to hang out?
I thought you said rappers.
You want to
said
hang out with
rappers.
Van Fleet?
Raptors. He can hang out with Drake.
Christian Wilkins would be kind of.
He can hang out with Drake.
I can hang out with Shea Gilgeous.
He's not on your favorite team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Team Canada.
This nigga finding loopholes.
Is he not on Team Canada?
That's true.
I'm actually going to replace Mike Evans with Kristen Pulisic from Chelsea.
I don't know. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He looks like he'd be an asshole.
He definitely would be.
But he got so much money, he might slide me
Yeah,
some.
folks leaking.
I don't know who else.
You have a question of the week, Phil?
Mm-mm.
No question of the week, then.
Ask us one right off the top of your head right now.
No, because it's a controversial one that we wouldn't answer.
No, ask it.
It was if you can be
He's trying to get us canceled.
it was I was watching a YouTube thing and it was saying if you could be transgender, can you be transracial? And they were asking people like, can they be both? And then it was just funny watching people say you can be one but not the other. So that would be my question.
mean,
If you
you
can be
can-
transgender, can you be transracial?
You can
Because
be
both
whatever
are
you put your mind
social constructs.
I just realized I probably shouldn't be eating pretzels on the pod. As I put it in my mouth, I was like,
So if anyone
right.
wants to answer, go ahead.
I think you could be. You could be, but I'm also like, bro, just let people be what the fuck they want to be. Like,
Yeah.
it's not affecting me. Do what the fuck you want to do. But that's my take. What's your take?
No, I don't think you can be.
Transracial?
Why?
Well, he doesn't. Well, you don't think.
Why do I think you could
Is
be
it the chewing?
transracial? Huh?
Yeah, why?
Why don't I think you could be transracial?
Nigga just wants-
Right,
because I don't
you've
think
seen this on Twitter. You had a minute to look.
No,
No,
but
because-
you know Phil just gonna disagree to disagree.
no, because I'm trying not to be offensive, but it's a lived experience. I'll never know how it feels to be white. Just like I also don't think you could be transgendered. So I don't agree with either. But I'm for if people want to do that, sure, do whatever you want to do. But I don't necessarily agree with either. Because you can't, no matter how hard you try, you can't duplicate a lived experience you can't duplicate those lived experiences, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like no matter how hard I can try to be white or try to be a woman, I can never fully understand or do it. And even if I bleach my skin and chop my meat off, like still not.
I think transgender a little more, I guess maybe, than transracial. Because with transgender, like, you can't. Yes, you're not maybe having the exact same experience, but as close as possible. Like you could take the hormones and whatnot.
I think you're doing a disservice to women by saying that. You could say that they could understand. Oh, I didn't know Herb Dean was on this. They could be they could have the transgender lived experience, Just like
Mhm.
I won't never know what it's like to be
Yeah.
transgender. A woman will never know what it's like to be
Yeah,
transgender.
and that's why I'm saying it won't be.
Yeah.
It'll be as close as possible, though. It won't be exactly the same, but I think it could be
Yeah.
close.
I get what you're saying, but it's like
Mhm.
I still don't think it's close. I think it's just something. This is something entirely different.
So
True.
yeah, so that's
Because
why I
even trans
stand.
people, like, they don't just say, "I'm a woman." They'll be like, "I'm a trans woman." You know.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
So I would think I classify as something different.
All right, get it off your chest. And best thing y'all have seen this week. What y'all got to get off your chest?
Oh wait, I think I might have written things down.
What do I have to get off my chest?
Well, while AJ pulls this up, I've been having the worst. Me and my whole family has been having the worst fucking car luck on the entire planet. So about a month ago, I had a flag football game with a couple of my students. They killed my battery because they didn't know how to start a stick shift battery, or a car, I mean. So killed it. Got it jumped. Battery has been fine, or so what I thought. About a week ago, my mom got a flat tire, which, like, not a huge deal. Then early this week, Monday, go to get a haircut. I have a late night meeting at like 8 o'clock. So get a haircut, come back to my car. Fucking car remote won't open my car at all. I'm thinking it's a dead battery in my car remote. Walk across the street to Home Depot, get the new battery, still not it. And I also can't manually.
Oh, you can't manually with a key?
No,
Oh.
it wouldn't manually. So I'm looking it up. Everything on Google is saying like it could be a dead car battery.
What about the trunk? With the trunk open?
My trunk
Still?
doesn't have a keyhole or a button or anything like that. So
Damn, sound like your smart card dumb.
it's not even my shit's a basic ass Honda.
He's a manual.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he has to
That's
roll his
even
windows
worse.
down manually also.
No, that has automatic. That's like about
He
the only
has the-
automatic thing.
Windies.
So I have to call a locksmith, $200 to get my fucking car unlocked, and then as soon as I get in my car,
200?
What they
Yeah.
What
do?
was the reason though? Did they figure out the reason why?
still don't know. My car
No,
started.
no.
my
If
car
locksmiths
started-
aren't going to figure it out. They're just going to break into your
Yeah.
car,
Yeah,
basically.
but I feel like they might doing it 100 times. You might be able to tell the person like, oh, this
They're
is
not
what-
there to
this is
diagnose.
That's what
the
I'm saying. They
problem.
don't-
They're
no,
I know, I'm
That's
not
why you
saying-
take it to service.
Okay,
Yeah.
They probably-
I understand that that's not their main role.
Have
but-
you ever had your car unlocked?
It's not their role at all, Luke.
Okay, but they might still
Luke,
know.
have you ever had your car unlocked?
No, but
Okay,
they,
that's what I'm saying. You don't
so
understand.
shut the fuck up.
You don't
they
understand
might.
what they come
Can
and do.
they not still know?
No, they won't
So
know.
they have. They're completely
Even
stupid.
AAA, what they come.
There's
you
the
don't-
There's a.
We're trying to tell you the answer,
There's a
Luke.
percentage chance. There's
Bro,
a 0%
I'm
chance
done
that they
talking.
can know.
Look,
I
I'm
don't
done
know
talking.
why y'all.
serious?
I don't know why y'all jumped on this nigga. There is a small chance.
There
that they
is a
can
small chance that the person can know. Y'all are you fucking dead ass right now?
But he didn't know.
No, he didn't know, but there's a percentage
my
chance that he
gosh.
could know.
Well,
'cause
I'm
it's
just-
very-
That's why Luke was
I'm
asking
going-
the question.
bro, that's it blows my mind.
Yeah, because bro, you.
I was just
you
jumping at
asked
your
the
neck 'cause it's
question.
fun.
No, he asked the question, and then when I'm answering it, he keeps interrupting, saying the same thing. Like, you didn't ask a question to be answered. You asked the question to make a point. You should have just made a statement and say, "Oh, I actually don't want to know anything."
First of all, the first question I asked was, "Did he tell you why?"
And we said,
And we said, "No, he wouldn't know."
I asked Zach the question.
Zach, did
I
he
asked
tell you
Zach the
why?
question. Were y'all there with Zach when he
Zach
unlocked
said
the car?
no first.
Because we look.
No,
look,
we- I
and
think
that,
y'all
what I tried
actually
to
answered
explain.
And
what
then
I-
y'all,
what
and
I
then y'all
tried to
answered a
explain-
different
okay.
question.
But Zach said
You
no
just
first.
you keep asking questions and then speaking over us, Luke.
Okay.
You said, "Were you there with Zach?" Are you gonna let us answer the question?
Okay, were you there
or
with
are you
Zach?
gonna keep
Were you
going?
there with Zach?
No, but if you have experience with getting your car unlocked, that's why I returned the question. You said, "Hey, have you ever done it?" And you said no, and I said, "Okay, that's why you don't understand." And I didn't jump on you after that until you
But
kept saying,
what am I not
"Ugh,"
understanding?
until you took it to the next level.
What am I not
That they
understanding?
don't diagnose
Because
the
they-
issue. That
because
they
when
just
you-
open
they
the
do
door.
not-
They don't diagnose it, but what Luke is saying is because they've done it so many times, they may.
He's asking,
know.
could it be a possibility that they know why it didn't unlock?
trying to tell you
and
how
I'm saying
these interactions-
it could be, but probably not.
We're
Yeah.
trying because you haven't done it, and it was apparent to me immediately that you haven't done it when you asked him that question. I was trying to explain to you why Zach wouldn't have
I
gotten that
know
information.
why.
Because you take it to service for that.
I know why. That's
Well,
not their main.
that's
That's
my
not their
answer.
main
That's
role.
not my answer. What
That's
Phil's
not
answer
their.
is my
That's not their job to diagnose the issue. I know that. No one said. No point during this whole thing did I give off the impression that I don't know that.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
I
the
didn't-
possibility that they do.
But
they-
how often? I'm saying, how often does
So,
someone?
Phil, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Because every time I try to say something, you guys interrupt.
Okay, go.
Ooh, spicy man.
All right, so in those interactions, I've had it done plenty of times with AAA. I helped Richard do it. He got locked out. I called AAA for him. They come, they unlock your car, and they leave. They don't diagnose anything. They don't even really talk to you. They just come, unlock the car, and they go. So that's why when you asked him, I was like, oh, you obviously haven't done it before because you don't know what that interaction is. He wouldn't have asked him, hey, do you know what's going on? And he wouldn't have offered that information.
You can definitely ask. That's your experience.
Okay, Zach wouldn't have asked. Did you ask
Did
that?
you
I
ask
did
that?
not.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
but you still can ask.
Okay,
and,
but
and they could tell you that's. I don't know.
You're talking about cans and ifs and what.
Okay, and
we're
so
talking
are
about what
you.
happened. No, I'm not. I'm talking about
You're
what
talking about your
actually happened.
You're in your experience.
Okay.
But that's not everyone's experience.
I'm also saying, can I interject? Can I go now?
Go ahead.
I won't go if y'all want to go.
No, go ahead.
I'm also what you're arguing is yes. In some instances, maybe a very experienced tech may know. But what AJ's saying is it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, for the most. But y'all jumped down.
But look,
y'all
if you,
jumped down
we can
Luke's
play it
throat.
back, and I never said that he wouldn't know. I said that he wouldn't have told him that. That wouldn't have come up in the interaction. That's what I was trying to say.
No, we can
And
definitely play
No, we
it
can
back.
play it back. You could. I'm trying to say that, and you keep jumping and interrupting.
Oh, I definitely jumped down that nigga. I said it's not their problem. They don't diagnose.
And the
it.
entire
That's
time
what you
you're
go to
arguing
service.
Phil because Phil's saying that, and I'm not saying that. I'm trying to give you actual information how these interactions go. That's why I even asked the question.
Yes, but at no point
Oh
did
my
I
God.
give off. At no point did I give off the impression that I didn't know what y'all were already saying.
I mean, how often in your job do you?
Yes, you did because I'm asking a question.
I would say, how
All right,
often
bro.
in your job do you find issues for other things that's not within your
All the
scope?
time.
Like
All the
all the
time.
time.
For example, like we've all worked intramurals. We, for the most part, have been supervisors. There's an injury. We're told not to diagnose injuries, but if a nigga has their thumb like this, we can still be like, oh, your thumb is
But
we
again,
know that their
Or
thumb
they
is
could say,
dislocated.
I think it's this, like
Yeah.
based on my experience. Like I
Yeah.
think that this,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to give you an.
But
like,
yeah, but that's also in intramurals. That's in your scope.
And that's also
do
if
you
Zach would've
do you
asked.
go like do you diagnose issues in like the fucking weight room staff? Because that's you know what I mean. It's
like,
But
not
I've-
the
I've-
same
I've-
thing.
I've-
and
To
under-
us common folk, I'm an idiot. Like I don't know everything about cars. To someone who's a locksmith, like they may know what the issue is. I think that's what Luke
Also,
is
I've
getting at.
called AAA and they've come for one thing, and I've asked them like, "Do you know what it is?" And they've told me, "I think it's this, but we won't know until you go to the shop."
Yeah.
And at least that tells me like what they think it is. Like that gives me some type of.
100%. That's how I say
No,
you
they
just go
could
to
be,
service.
but all I did was ask.
And I will
the
tell,
person
I
told you
will
what it was.
add to this
It's just fun to jump you like that.
that
Was very.
That was
entertaining.
wild.
I wasn't even trying to jump you, but you came at me with the energy that you were coming at Phil with, and I'm like, yo,
y'all came at Luke. With
no,
that
I can't. I definitely elevated. I'm not gonna say I didn't.
I jumped
but
down that
I
nigga neck. I don't give a fuck.
Phil jumped on you. All I was saying is like, no, like they wouldn't have offered that.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying the entire time.
All right, so
and you came at
anyways.
me with the energy that Phil, like should have been going at Phil
Nah.
with,
So
and wouldn't let
I-
me speak.
I
And every time I would
wait.
try to say something, you would ask a question and then not let me answer and then continue. Like that's what happened.
I really didn't go at you that crazy. I didn't raise my voice.
y'all both raised your voice at Luke, which sounded crazy. But listen, so the locksmith unlocked my shit. Car started perfectly fine. Went back to my dad's house because he was like, it could be a fuse, it could be the battery, I don't know. But my car was working fine. Also that day, no, I apologize. Sunday, the day before, I drove Tatiana's car to wherever, it doesn't matter. Her brakes were grinding OD. So I was pissed when I brought her car back because I also know anytime something fucks up, Tatiana's going to blame me. So she would have been like, oh, this is your fault because the brakes weren't grinding like this before. So I asked her, have you heard squeaking? Have you heard grinding? She was like, I heard a squeak like maybe a week ago, but that's it. So her car sounds nuts. My car had the issue the following day. So I've been giving her a ride to work this entire week. Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget when it was. Wednesday. Bringing her to work, fucking car doesn't start, battery is dead. Luckily, I know this was get it off your chest, but luckily my battery was under warranty. Didn't have to pay for my battery. Got a new battery, and hopefully everything is fixed now. But me and my dad are going to be replacing the lock on my door because I actually think that might be broken. And that's why I couldn't get into my car.
Take it to service.
Yeah, but they gonna be charging me. I bought a new lock for cheap, and we're just gonna replace it.
But you should probably take it to service first because it could be like a defect or something. Because if it just stops working for no reason.
But it also looks bent, and my dad thinks, and I think as well, that someone probably tried like breaking into my shit.
Gotcha.
Which I don't know why, if you're a fucking robber breaking into cars, you're trying to use an actual lock and not just smashing windows. But
Because maybe you want to take it to the chop shop in good shape.
I guess. But my lock on my door looks a little bit bent, like there was some foul play. So I don't know.
What
Damn.
So when he came there, what did he do to open the car?
He used like a pump thing, like it looks like one of the arm pump things, pumped it up, and then stuck the coat hanger looking thing in, and then just popped
Yeah,
the
that's how
popped
we
it.
break into cars at work.
And I thought about getting a kit like that from Amazon, but I'm like, I'm a black dude. I cannot, if this ever were to happen again, I can't use that shit on my car, even though this is my car. But it just looks nuts if I try doing that.
If you do it right, it takes a couple minutes.
I know,
Shit's
but still,
slick.
it looks nuts. I don't want people calling the cops on me for trying to break into my own car because I can't fucking get into my car.
No, that's basically what they do every time. And I asked that because like, if you see someone do that, you're not gonna think to ask, hey, why do you think it's not working electrically?
Yeah.
You know. So that's what I was trying to explain to Luke this entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. But shout out to warranties though.
Shout out to my job for teaching me how to break into a car. It's lit.
Get it off your chest. People jumping down your throat.
And we done neutered this nigga. He ain't said shit since.
Facts.
Y'all
Mine
got
was blown.
Mine is being asked the question and not being.
I
able
didn't
to answer.
ask y'all a question. I
We
asked
done,
Zach.
we done neutered my dog. I'm sorry, Lukey.
I asked
But when
Zach.
you did ask questions, you
no,
still
but
didn't
I
let me
asked
answer.
Zach.
Okay, but I'm not talking about that. I'm
Okay.
talking about when you asked me a question.
Okay, but real quick.
Apologize to that nigga
Real
right
quick.
now.
No, I asked Zach, did they know, or whatever, and that's when y'all jumped on my throat.
No,
I still was waiting on an answer from Zach.
I didn't jump down
Before
your
all that.
throat at that point. I just said that what I said was he wouldn't have known. No, I didn't jump down your throat.
he could have known though.
But did he?
If this was a general thing,
He
like,
may have known.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
he could have known.
Oh, he could have known,
He
yeah.
may or could have known. But
But
no.
that's all I was asking. Zach could have been like, no, he didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And then the
You
conversation
know what
would
it
have
was, bro?
continued.
We ain't like your question. Stop asking us.
Oh, and
stupid ass
so what I was gonna say is I did ask the lady at AutoZone. I was like, "Have you ever heard of this happening before?" And even she was perplexed by the situation because
Because you want to know why? They just sell shit.
yeah. But shout out AutoZone for installing the battery for free, giving me a new battery for free, all that. So shout out AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. My bad. Take that back. Fuck AutoZone.
Anybody else
Advanced
got
Auto
anything to
Parts.
get off their chest?
Anything else?
Nah.
Best thing
But,
y'all
no,
seen.
but
this week?
just to clarify, I asked you the question of like, have you had it
Can we
done?
just move on?
No.
Wait, didn't you have a
Isn't
list?
get it off your chest or what?
Yeah, it is.
I said I asked you the question of if you had it done before because then I was under okay, that's why he's asking that question. And you got offended.
I said no. How did I get offended?
Wait, who really
just
got,
said no and
answered
that's
it. Yes, I answered it truthfully.
who really
I
got
said
offended
no.
between you two? That's
okay, when I was trying
conversation
to,
in
and then
itself.
you did. You said no, and when I tried to explain why, that's when you
I
just
what?
weren't trying to hear it.
You act like I blew up and got loud or something.
What? You were loud. You don't remember
He
being
had
loud?
to get loud because y'all were.
Y'all, yeah, first. What the hell?
If I was loud, I was only trying to
I
speak
feel
over
like
Phil.
AJ and Luke had two completely different experiences.
Yes, facts.
I mean, that happens.
This nigga
though, that
AJ
happens.
was going in on Luke, and he don't. I realize.
No, I definitely
My
no, I
mind-
definitely did go in on Luke, but only after I was triggered.
No.
AJ like, bitch, you triggered me. It was your fault, and I'm gonna make you suffer. And Luke's like, I didn't just ask a
And
question.
to be honest, I also was raising my voice
Yeah.
because both of you guys were screaming, and I'm like, yo, I have the answer.
I definitely.
I
wasn't
know
screaming.
I know how to stop this from continuing.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
But it was
screaming,
it was just defensive mode after that. I'm like, all right.
Didn't you have a list of things to get off your chest?
Oh, no,
Or you
no,
found okay. Best thing y'all seen this week?
Best thing I've seen.
though. I saw a nice ass this week. It was great.
Really?
Yeah,
Shout out to the nice ass.
and
Wait, did we ever discuss the scrunchy biker short thing that you hate
yeah,
on the pod? I know
Yeah.
we talked about it in Discord,
we did.
which it still blows my mind. Because
Biker shorts?
so Phil thinks that they're trash.
Where they have like the pinch wedgie.
Yeah.
Oh, like the yoga pants that women
Yeah,
go to the gym with?
the anus.
I actually saw my old lady.
Huh?
Huh?
Man, boy.
What?
I don't know what he's
Boy.
saying.
I'm just
Yeah,
being-
what do you...
So I saw my old lady, and I said, "Man, boy, leave it at that." She was looking good. good in
Wait,
that
she was
thing.
wearing them?
Huh?
She was wearing the scrunch yoga pants?
No, I just saw a picture of her this week. That was.
Oh,
just
she sent you a nude?
I'm not saying all that, but she looked great. She just sent me a picture of herself. That's all.
Got you.
And that was probably like the
You're
highlight.
talking about Danny, right?
Yeah, I said my old lady. Who else be sending me? That was the
Your
highlight of my
grandmother?
week. Nah, my grandma's dead.
I was confused when you said I thought you were still talking about the cheeks you saw.
No,
and
no,
I thought
no.
you were saying they were on an old lady, and I was like, "Holy, what's going on?"
No, I said I saw a picture of my old lady. That was like the highlight of my week. She just looked. She was just fine as shit. And I was like, God damn, your ass look fine here. I mean, you look
Yeah.
fine every day, but you look finer. Maybe
Yeah.
it's because I hadn't seen her all week. I don't know. But that was like the best thing I seen this week.
Oh, yeah, you were out of town. So she definitely sent you a nude then. Shout out to Phil getting the nudes.
What were you saying about scrunchy pants? You like them?
So I think they're great when done right, but there's some companies that do it terribly to where it looks like a fucking anus on the pants or shorts.
But I think all them shit.
But Phil thinks all of them look terrible, which is not true. Like the girls who have the fucking leggings going up their butt cracks, that shit looks fantastic,
shit's-
and that has to be the
But
scrunchy.
you like the ones with the ridges?
No,
Yes,
no,
you do.
the-
Them the scrunchy ones, bro. What are you talking about?
All of them have the scrunchy shit. Tatiana has them,
shit
but
ugly.
the ones that are good don't. When the girls are wearing them, it doesn't have the scrunch to it.
That shit
Those are the
It's
bad
just,
ones.
You're saying it's just a line in the middle.
Yes, it's just a line in the
So
middle.
you just like
with
like
cheeks.
girls' assholes to eat up the pants. You pervert.
Yes, but when they take them off, it's the scrunchy ones. But you were saying you didn't like the scrunchy ones at all.
No, bro.
I-
I don't.
He doesn't like seeing the separation in the cheeks.
I guess.
I mean, I do, but how?
He wants a
Uni-cheek.
I don't know. I don't know if I like seeing girls' assholes just eat up their pants every day.
Oh, I love it.
You're looking
I
at their
mean-
what? You're looking at their booty holes?
The cracks, just crack gobblers, just
Crack.
just fucking eating the tights. And I'm like, cause it makes every girl look like they got an ass and they don't.
Yeah, but that's the good
that's
thing.
True.
And
That
I
is
don't like
true.
deception, so
I don't like deception,
I
but
don't like deception in any forms. I don't like AI. So those pants are just quite deceptive.
those are the original.
Get it off
AI.
his chest, AI.
I don't like this. No, if I had to get it off my chest, I don't like deception.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but it does.
You'd be like, damn, shorty, thick as
No,
hell.
that's true.
it
And then
does
you get up
enhance
on
the
it.
cheeks.
That bitch
And
When
that's-
are you getting up on it though, Phil?
I'm talking about you get close, you be like, shorty ain't got no ass. That's all pants.
All right, next subject.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
but the
You know,
fact
I want to
that-
go back to people opening car doors.
Okay.
Wow, we can talk about ass on here.
Look.
This is an open
Oh
space.
my
You
god!
understand? Just kidding.
Whoa, we're not going back.
Do you understand how it works?
We
now,
agree to
Lily?
disagree on that one, Zach. You
All
can
right, that's fair. But we can agree that the bad ones look bad.
all of them look bad.
No, the bad ones look bad.
All
Where
right, we
you
can
can
agree on
see
that.
when you
I
when
think
you
they
can see the
all
scrunch.
look fine. Like if you,
When you can see some of the ones where you can see the scrunch, it looks like an anus on their shorts or pants.
you being the pervert that you are, I'm surprised you don't like those more.
No, those are
These
terrible.
shits be
bro.
looking like ribbed condoms.
Also, get it off your chest. All the trash gimmicks that condom companies have done, like the vibrating condom, ribbed
What the hell?
condoms, all that
You
stuff.
tried them all?
I've never
Yes.
seen.
You- you have tried
When
them?
I used to wear condoms, the Magnum skins,
Magnum PI?
those shits were amazing.
But
They
what
had
is-
like the they
what
had
is
like
the
the dome
vibrating
top.
condom?
So
Like,
the
that's wild.
vibrating condom, it's literally just, well, one, it's a box of condoms, but it comes with a vibrating ring, which makes no sense because you just have to be chilling inside your girl without any in and out.
Wait, but you still can. You still can penetrate.
Well, yes, you
You
can
never
still
used the
penetrate,
vibrating cock ring, my boy.
No.
Then you
but
need to
if
step it up.
you can't fuck normal. I mean,
fuck
you
normal.
can, but it defeats the whole purpose of the
do shit.
vibrating.
It only helps
vibration.
if they like grinding you because
Yeah.
they need the stimulation.
Oh
on
yeah,
the,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it doesn't. Those don't do shit for men though. You could just get a vibrating cock ring, just regular, and just
Yeah.
use condoms.
And every girl that I've used when I was using condoms when I was in my whole phase, every girl
At
has.
least you were using condoms.
Yeah, every girl was saying that the ribbed condoms were terrible and didn't feel good.
I was taking Magic Johnson chances.
So condom companies, y'all just keep it simple.
I mean, it's hard to make condoms feel good because it's not natural. It's
Yeah.
a barrier. At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
still your condom might be your biggest cock blocker.
Facts.
Like if you think about
But you
it.
need to trademark that.
That is very true.
It is literally a cock blocker.
Like if you think about it, so it's never gonna feel as good as the original thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's never
going
gonna feel natural either because
Yeah,
it's not
like
natural.
no matter how skinny they make it, it's still blocking they're still blocking.
Yeah.
So, that's how you
Best
just get
thing.
that's how you get a girlfriend to get rid of them shits.
Yeah, facts. Best thing I've seen this week is I finally seen Tatiana get jealous, which actually felt great because
Hey.
sometimes I feel like she doesn't give a shit. So it was nice to
was
see her.
eyeing?
get
Ooh, I have
jealous.
a question.
Who
of
you was
you.
eyeing? Why
I
she
wasn't
get
eyeing
jealous?
anyone. I was actually texting one of my employees, and I showed her the text, and she loves this student. And she just like confided in me, Tatiana. She was like, "I just want to, like, it's not a big deal." But for some reason, when I read the text, like I felt a type of way, which was weird. Like I didn't think I'd do that, but like don't think too much into it. I was like, oh, it's
What did the
cute.
text say?
Nothing. She was just like, it looked like y'all were flirting, but I know it wasn't.
Like, let me ride your face.
You think she?
They
you think she'll care that you're sharing this on the pod?
No,
Oh,
she
okay.
won't.
Hey, them students definitely be fucking administrators, so you gotta be careful. She might be playing seeds, my boy.
Bro,
Nah,
what?
nah.
Why would you even say that, Phil?
Nah, this student, she's actually cool as fuck. Like, I fuck with her heavy.
God.
And
Use a different vernacular.
huh? I enjoy her presence.
Oh, God.
Next!
Tati, I'm sorry you have to hear this.
This student is very
Bro.
cool, and I just
Chill.
enjoy her being my student. That is all.
Oh
That's
my
all.
God. You
Yeah.
enjoy her being your subordinate.
But no, it was cute to see Tatiana for once get jealous. Do y'all girls get jealous?
Yeah, but rarely.
Yeah. See,
What,
It's like
what
once
happened
every
with your?
6 months.
they too comfortable in the relationship.
What happened in your jealousy situation, Lukey?
I can't even remember the last time. Actually, today I felt like she was a little bit, but
You was
all
looking
I
cute?
said was I was going to Wharf with some
Yeah.
with some
With some
people from
baddies?
school.
Oh, you're going to work with people from school?
One graduate assistant who just graduated, and then another.
What does she
student.
look like?
It's actually 2 guys that I'm going with.
Are they both cute?
One of them probably has like 100 bodies, to be honest.
Oh yeah, on this Philly shit.
He's
And he's trying to make
he's
you
wild.
101?
He's wild. I don't even know what he's trying to get into, to be honest.
You, apparently.
Trying to make it 101, my boy.
Nah.
101.
And honestly, we can't.
He's
We
trying to
work.
clap
We
them
work out
cheeks.
together,
Oh, you guys work out
And-
together and you guys get sweaty?
and he
He spot you on squats.
and he can't finish a workout without trying to get a girl's number in the gym. Like it's wild. I'll work out. That's
He's
supposed
just
to take
trying
like
to
an
make you
hour and
jealous.
15. Takes like 2 hours because he'll go talk to like every girl that walks in,
We would have been good friends.
Every
when I was
girl?
and he'll be like, "I already smashed that. Already
single.
smashed
Shoot or
that.
shoot.
Already smashed that."
Nah,
It's
Danny
kinda
don't
wild.
get
I
jealous.
think he's definitely trying to make you jealous.
Bro, he
Bro, stop talking because I feel like you gonna say some shit and be like, bro, you gotta delete this.
No,
And
no,
I'm
no,
not
no, not
fucking-
to, you don't have to delete nothing. But
Alright, it's on the pod.
but he showed me like his text message.
He showed you nudes?
So he was
knew it.
he was texting people while our workout, and he showed me, and it was like 3 or 4 texts in a row of different numbers, and they're all like, "Yo, I'm trying to give you head tonight." I was like, "What?
Bro, I wish that
That's
was me.
so wild to me. Like that's never happened to me." So
Bro, we lame. What are we
You
doing?
gotta be a
with our
savage,
lives?
bro.
I'm
That's
like,
all.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
living
numbers game.
vicariously through him.
But no, Danny doesn't get too jealous. I don't think I actually give her a reason to get jealous either, though. It's like, in order for your girl to get jealous, you got to give her a reason to be jealous, almost.
Yeah, but I don't
Like,
want them.
I don't do shit.
I don't want them
train.
feel. I don't want Tatiana feeling too comfortable in the relationship.
True.
Honestly, that sounds like something Phil would say. So I'm surprised that was your answer and not this.
Nah, cause
Because I be getting jealous of Tatiana.
I don't get jealous, so I don't
Yeah.
expect my girl to get
Nah,
jealous.
I
I
get
don't really be
jealous.
giving a fuck. She be like, "Oh, I'm going out with my girls. All right, go have a good time." Like she leave out looking sexy as fuck. I'm like, "Damn, you look good. Go have a good time." I don't care, cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also have a what do you call it? An unhealthy level of I guess trust maybe, or like self confidence maybe. I don't know what you would call
Yeah.
it, but it's just like if she gonna cheat on me,
I don't think you should. I don't think you should.
Like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
stress out about it.
I don't
or
think you
try
should
to,
classify that as unhealthy though, or
or
frame that as unhealthy.
not unhealthy. Maybe I used the wrong term, but I'm trying to think of the word. It's like it's just like it's not a concern. It's an afterthought.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. It's just like yeah. So I don't really get jealous. She rarely ever gets jealous because it's just like I don't know. She probably do get jealous and I don't notice it. But me personally, I generally don't get jealous because I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna stress out about this shit.
Oh
Like,
shit. My dumb ass. I never fucking reset.
Yeah, man.
But no,
so-
yeah, I wasn't trying to nitpick. I'm just, you just got to be cognizant of how you frame things, even mentally, because the things you say impact your life.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, man. So maybe I'll try to make her jealous. Maybe she on vacation. I'm gonna go out.
That's not healthy. See, that's not healthy.
I'm gonna see if she get jealous. Test her tonight and be like, "Hey, I'm with these bitches."
Yeah, don't do that.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
kidding.
he's
I'm
definitely not-
just kidding.
He wouldn't even do that.
I would not ever.
He would call them nice ladies.
Horse.
I'm with these promiscuous. I'm with these promiscuous women, Danny. They all over me. And she'd be like, "I'll beat them hoes ass."
She will. She will say that.
Yeah, she gonna get drunk and fight them all.
Oh dear.
That's facts.
Streaming.
Wait, hold on. I got.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you guys like getting randomly approached and asked if you're single?
It actually rarely happens.
But you've also almost never single, so your answer's always going to be no.
Yeah, but it rarely happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
it definitely
I don't
rarely
think we talked
happens.
about it
But
on
I'm
the
just
pod.
saying, like,
But at our camp, I got hit on by another ref.
Yeah, you did.
She was so aggressive.
She was
This
cute.
older black
No.
lady. No.
oh no.
But she
No.
was mad aggressive.
She's
Yeah,
out
she
pick-
was hella aggressive.
She said, you look like a soaking wet 150. I'll pick you up.
That's essentially. Essentially.
Yo, did she have pull? She could have got you on some big division games.
Nah, she didn't.
Nah,
Can't have no pool
but she
argument.
work. I don't think I told you, but she works college football and basketball.
See, if she had pull, I would tell you to sleep your way to the top.
Nah. But even I feel like when I was younger and girls did approach me, it was always like super ratchet chicks.
Yeah, I feel like the ones you want never,
Yeah.
never the ones
Yeah.
that
Like
approach
it'd
you
be
that
a
way.
lot of times in the mall, Boynton Beach Mall, and just get approached by like a group of ratchet ass chicks. But even at that time, I had a girlfriend, so
Mm,
I wish I got approached.
it doesn't happen nowadays, but like in the past, in my younger days, it did. But in those days, I was cheating, so like I'd probably still, if they was cute enough, I'd J down and just keep it in the back burner.
Yeah.
Keep some shit in the tug. But like now, if it happened now, no, I'd be flattered though.
What made you grow out of your cheating ways?
a good
I just
question.
got stop being I got tired of being an asshole. I don't like breaking hearts. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
So I was like,
But what was the situation that like broke or made you open your eyes? Eye-opening experience for you?
Nothing really. It was just like I got to a point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna date seriously now. That's
So you
all.
just matured.
Yeah.
Was that once you got to Florida?
Or is
That was like it was like right after Stacy.
Got you.
yeah.
I was like, all right, next relationship I'm gonna be like real.
Oh, you were saying specifically.
But
the
you
cheating.
wasn't cheating. Well, it's always funny because sometimes you refer to Stacy as a relationship and sometimes you do not.
It was like
So I can't keep-
unofficially. It was unofficially
Okay.
a relationship.
But with Stacy, you were loyal. I don't think you was a dickhead.
No, I didn't cheat on her.
Yeah.
But because we wasn't like, I knew it was ending, so I had an exit plan.
Yeah.
So
Got you.
that makes sense. But like when we was like in it, I wasn't fucking with
It was
nobody
also
else.
long distance too.
It was long
Yeah.
distance too. But like once I got like serious, I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna make you my girlfriend, you gonna meet the family, and vice versa. At that point, I was like, all right, I'm gonna gotta stop being a savage because eventually this shit gonna come back on me.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying long distance gives you like permission to cheat. What I was just in case people are confused. What I was saying was that you having an exit plan makes sense because
It was long distance.
You're
yeah.
long distance. You're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was just growing. Honestly, what changed me would be, I just didn't want that bad karma anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it was.
Got you.
Because I broke a couple hearts, and every time, it's like you make a girl cry, and then they fucking blame their self confidence and all this shit on you, and you're like, all right, I might be a bad person. And I like to pride myself on being a pretty decent person. So
Yeah.
You're saying with breaking up with people or just strictly cheating?
No, I was breaking up. Well, I was breaking up with them, but I was cheating on them too. They probably had no idea I was cheating on them.
But as I'm saying, you didn't tell them that. So you're it wasn't like you fessed up and that's why it broke their heart. You just broke up with them and that's what broke their heart.
Yeah, but
That's what I've been confused
I
about.
broke up with them because I was cheating on them.
Yeah.
So it was like I was having way more fun not with them. So I was like, I don't need to date you. So when we broke up, it was always unexpected. So like, for instance, I was dating this girl in college, came home on Christmas break, and she's mad happy. And I'm just like, yeah, let's break up out of nowhere. And she's like, oh, what the fuck? We just so
Yeah.
happy. And I'm like, I know, but I want to have fun at college.
Yeah.
Just like asshole shit. So it was like I felt bad being an asshole. And I didn't want to pile on and be like, oh, by the way, I was cheating on you this whole time anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly can't even remember who broke up with who with you and Kiara.
She broke up with me.
What was the reasoning?
She just wanted to be single.
Oh.
Cause she was going out to, she was going
I'm kidding, Kiara. If
Wait,
you're
what'd he
listening, I'm
say?
kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was like a bunch of, I think the main thing was she was going off to travel.
You're gonna end
So
up taking
she's
that
one
out.
of
I'm gonna bleep it out.
go she wanted to live her life pretty much.
What time? What time? Are we
106. 106.
I knew it as soon as you regretted it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a joke. You know, like if like it's a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. But I shouldn't.
But no,
have said it.
but she broke up with me.
All right. Well,
Which is like all that karma came back at me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that was
yeah.
like when I got like my
so
heart
for the
shattered.
most part, you've always done the breaking up with.
Yes.
Got you.
I think, let me see. I think I might have got broken up with once before that.
Yeah.
I think. But I was never heartbroken. That was my first heartbreak.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on to streaming. So Jury Duty is the only thing that I have on there. AJ, you're the only other. No one else has watched it. Besides
Y'all
me
haven't
and
watched
AJ?
it?
Luke, you haven't watched
I haven't
it.
Yeah,
watched
definitely
I haven't
should
watched
watch
TV. What is it on?
It's
What
not even.
platform?
It's on Prime.
Prime
And
Video,
the
which you
episode-
have clearly.
Yeah,
do
we
have
know
Prime.
you have Prime.
The
I'm
episodes are
watching
quick.
You don't even
too.
care about. Oh, you are watching.
I'm watching the fights right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bitch?
But
Okay.
Jury Duty. What'd you think, AJ?
Nah, you need to hold on. Turn up a little more, Phil.
What you mean?
Cause you just try. You gonna take that?
Nah, I called him a bitch. We geeky.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you get.
Nah, I called him a bitch. We straight.
Turn. Luke, do you have anything you'd like to respond with?
Yeah, I do. I apologize. Phil.
Apology accepted. Whore.
That's probably why. Like, never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing.
But what'd you think about Jury
I think
Duty?
everyone should watch it.
Yes,
One,
it is a fantastic
Two
show.
is like what, like 8 episodes, but
Yeah.
they're only like 30 minutes,
Mhm.
so it's not like it's a heavy lift.
Yeah,
I have notes.
I am ready for him.
In my handy dandy notebook.
And I'm gonna just go off of your notes because my memory's trash, so I probably forgot a whole bunch of stuff. But before you go, I
Mhm.
know last episode I said that I thought it was fake. At the very end of the show, they show how they set up everything and how these the actors' backgrounds and whatnot. I don't think it's fake anymore. I think it's 100% real.
No, yeah, I think it was real too.
But they did a fantastic job with being able to play along the line. And the main guy, what was his name again?
Ronald
Was that his name? If not, whatever.
Ronald
But,
Gladden.
yeah, Ronald. There were several times he suspected, like, is this reality TV? Like, this doesn't feel right. But I think it was still like a thing in the back of his mind. He just went along with it.
Nah, it was more so like, I can't believe this is real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't think he was like, oh, this is not like I'm in a
Yeah,
like I'm being pranked.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
just like, yo, this is real. I can't believe these things are happening. Can't we
Yeah.
just tell people?
Yeah.
But the coordination had to be like 99% perfect,
Yeah.
or really like close to it, for them to pull it off, and they absolutely killed it because there's so many moving parts. Like you guys haven't watched, but literally everybody is an actor except for one dude,
Yeah.
and in like a courthouse. So even the janitor, like everyone is in on it except for one dude.
Is it like a sketch comedy?
No, it's like it's kind of, I don't want to say it. It's kind of like, say you're watching The Office, right? Except one of the characters in The Office doesn't know that this is fake.
Yeah.
So like say like the time when they were like pranking like Dwight or something, like everyone in the office was in on it except for him, kind of thing.
Okay.
It's obviously not like as goofy as that. I mean, actually,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not as goofy as like they're like with Jello and their phone and stuff or whatever, or like whatever they were doing to him. But it's honestly, just watch it.
I get an idea of the premise.
But the
Yeah.
bailiff, she almost dropped the ball because you
the
watched
end, yeah.
the last episode because she was like, "Hey, get so and so's bag."
Yeah,
which
she
was
called
the
it by her real
person's real name and not the fake name. So she almost
Yeah, but
fucked
they
it up.
had contingency plans for like everything. Which
And
is
see,
cool.
if that would have happened to me, I would have just been like, "Oh, we don't have someone named AJ," like, and just brushed it off. But he was like, "We don't have someone named AJ. Like, why would she say that?
Yeah.
Like, there's no one here named AJ."
There
Like,
hasn't been.
like he was so stuck on it. It was like the fact that he didn't like put it together, and when he was already kind of suspecting everything else. I don't know. I would have brushed it off, but he was harping on it for
It
sure.
seemed like it was earlier on.
Yeah.
Like the clip seemed like it was earlier on in
Yeah.
the thing. So they're and they found a way to make it make sense. And like
Yeah.
the thing with stuff like this, and even if I listened to this podcast where a CIA agent was talking about like being undercover and stuff
Mhm.
and not being like found out. And he's like, it's not really as hard as you think. Like with actors, they have to act as a person, right?
Yeah.
But a CIA agent is just basically don't act like a spy.
Mm-hmm.
You can act like anything. You can act like a homeless person. You can
Yeah.
act like a dickhead. No one's gonna think a dickhead's a spy. Like, oh, you're bringing
Yeah.
attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So in that situation, they just there isn't like we're like, oh, I might have noticed that because
Yeah.
we're viewing it. But in that situation,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I was like, what else did I say? I had. Oh yeah, they had to make guesses or like be prepared for multiple situations.
Yeah.
Like they used a lot of stuff that was like off the cuff, like the dude saying the like, I'm racist thing.
Bro, I
Like
was
that
like-
that was from a conversation they had in the
Yes,
beginning.
that is
so if
wild.
you do stuff like that and you do it right, people are gonna think like, okay, this is fake. Like
Yeah.
this happened because of my actions also. You know.
Exactly.
I think they definitely picked Ronald for a reason.
Mhm.
Like I'm sure they interviewed like 50 people or something, and they're like, all right, this is the person that.
But do you see now why I kind of
yeah,
said
I was
he
gonna bring
reminds
that too.
me of
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I can see that.
So y'all, I kind of don't want to spoil it, but we did tell y'all to watch it last week, so I'm gonna spoil it. So at the end, they end up giving him money for being a good person, this and that. But they were like, "Oh, you're a hero because you treated everyone like extremely kindly." And I was like, "Who in the group outside of AJ would have been able to do?" I think Phil maybe, but I also think Phil would have questioned so much shit and eventually been like, "This, there's no way this is real." But I feel like me and Luke would not have been as welcoming and for like someone like Todd. Like I would have been like, "Bro, get the fuck away from me." And I think the same thing with Luke.
Yeah.
Like, but you would have been accepting that nigga with open arms and like showing him Bug's Life and all that shit.
Bugs Life. That connection that he made didn't really make sense to me, but I
Yeah.
was like, you have to be a big fan of Bugs Life to do
Yeah.
that. Like I've seen Bugs Life multiple times,
Yeah.
and like I wouldn't have made that connection.
And if James Marsden was in my room, like, bro, I just took a shit. Can you take the fall for it? No, nigga. Like, you are the one that took the shit. I
Yeah.
feel like you would have been like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, like I don't care, whatever. But yeah, so like I said, the actors killed it. All the actors killed it. Ken talking slow was like, when he said like, yeah, I actually don't really talk that slow.
Yeah.
I don't have an accent. I was like, bro. And you can see Ronald's face like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And bro, Todd was hilarious. There's two things that I think they absolutely killed. Todd was one of them. The other one I'll get to in a second. But bro, the Chance episode, we had the chair pants.
Oh, yeah.
He
That shit
couldn't
was
get in the
hilarious when he was trying to get on the bus.
The entire time you're like, oh, this Todd character's kind of funny, like he's like
Yeah.
quirky. But like that episode was just like his coming out party basically, and he absolutely killed his role too.
Mhm.
Like he was completely believable.
Yeah.
I think all the actors in this show, like they can put that on tape and be like, or show this to people and be like look,
Yeah,
can
they
act, like-
all killed it. Every single one of them. And that was the main... I'm like, these actors are too good. The
Yeah.
only thing that I questioned that wasn't, like, answered after the show, the sex scene between the religious dude and that freaky-ass girl.
yeah.
If Ronald would have been the one to jump on the bed, what would have happened? Because they weren't going to have sex,
Yeah.
for real. So, like, what would have happened? Like, that...
But I gotta watch that again, that part,
Yeah.
because I think like, I wonder how James came into like, all right, I'm gonna be doing this.
Well, because Ronald, he was like, well, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that was the one time he put his foot down. And he was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
And so James Marsden was like, all right, I'll do it.
yeah. That was probably they had like producers in their ears and stuff,
Yeah.
so they were probably like coaching him through like, all right, or
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They had to be prepared for multiple situations.
Yeah, so
They
they,
might have
probably
just- yeah.
backed out or some shit like that.
Yeah, they might have had something else.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, even the lady said it herself. The light skinned black lady. She was like, like we were acting, but like we had to somewhat be ourselves
Mhm.
for it to be
Yeah.
like believable.
Yeah.
And then the blonde influencer girl.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that is like, if you guys don't watch anything else, watch that episode. It is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, and like, you. And it made so much sense what
Yeah.
she was saying when they had the tweets. What do you think she means by this?
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, I mean, she thinks that it's this. She just reads
Oh,
the tweet.
that part. And then, so my favorite parts were the James Marsden jumping on the bed,
Yeah.
the chair pants that you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
the Cody part that Tatiana was talking about. Actually, I think she
Cody?
said that she didn't say it with you. She said it with Justin and Jenna. But remember the religious dude, because this girl was on the trip, and she was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, he's on there with someone named Cody. And then the freaky girl, she was like listing all the people that are named Cody that are guys. I forget all the names she sent, but she was like, Cody Bryant.
Cody Banks. Yeah, Cody
She was
Bryant
like, Cody Bryant. Swing. Bro, that shit had me dying.
Yeah, she
And
was
then
hilarious.
the old lady that kept falling asleep at the
that
seat.
episode?
Yeah, and so the judge called him up. She was like, you're going to be the chairperson. Like, you got to keep her awake. And she was like, what'd she say? She was
I'm just
like,
looking down.
Yeah, I'm just looking down and everyone keeps touching me. I'm not falling asleep. Bro, that shit was, and she was the main one where I'm like, I don't know if this is, because her being that old and this believable is crazy to me. She killed it. She was
Yeah.
super lit. She was
No,
my
she
favorite. Outside of Todd, she was my favorite.
I think Todd was my favorite, and then I don't know, the freaky girl was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, the
too.
freaky girl she was probably third for me,
Yeah.
but she was also hilarious. And with the bed part, like, do you want me to do bigger jumps or smaller jumps? And he was like, smaller jumps, smaller jumps. And she was like, no, bigger jumps.
And the thing is, they recorded it. Like Ron wasn't there. They just showed him the video
Yeah,
after.
exactly.
Like, I would have been like, "What the hell did this actually happen?" And The part in the beginning where the guy was like, "Is there any reason that people shouldn't be here?" The old lady was like, "It's just not my thing."
Oh yeah, yeah, that was also hilarious. And he was like, "All right, thank you for your honesty."
I'm just glad you even made it down here today.
Yeah, but
that was
all right.
hilarious.
Anything else y'all streaming outside of jury duty?
No. Streaming, no, but I saw Super Mario Brothers. Is actually
Oh, how
very
was it?
lit.
Really?
Yeah.
I still need to see it. But
I
I'm
definitely
knowing
recommend
me, I'll be waiting until it comes out on streaming. But
Well,
I
go
do
on a
want to see
Tuesday
it.
and see it in theaters. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, the way they tie in all the games, like the writing for it was really like I go into it, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna make it make sense. Like make a story out of all these games and make a story like
Yeah.
that's not like because the game is like there's like 30 levels or even
Yeah.
more. And how they're gonna have all the nuggets and make the world make sense.
Yeah.
But they did a really good job.
So I know when the trailers came out, a lot of people had issues with the voiceover actors. Since the movies came out, I haven't heard a single issue, but all the voices sounded fine. No issues.
Yeah, they made it make sense too.
All right,
like so
cool.
that was a good part of it. also.
Good. All right, music. Y'all got anything?
Like you said, it's been buns this year, bro.
Yeah, this year has been trash musically.
Well, it's only
I
May.
think Conway dropped
Yeah,
today,
but he did.
but I haven't had a chance to stream it yet.
Mm-hmm.
We got lucky last year because early 2022 was very heavy music wise.
And a lot of the bigger artists dropped projects last year. too.
Yeah, that is.
But
very
even
true.
like the smaller guys on that, it's just not high quality. It's like all the niggas we don't.
People are
like.
back outside.
But that's even more music
That
to.
should be. That's more reason to
you
release
could be.
music.
I mean, I do know a lot of the music.
But you're in the they're in the pandemic. You're inside. They're just working now. They're enjoying. They're like
Yeah.
having fun. You know.
But
Yeah,
a
but
lot of them
generally,
are
the-
touring and whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
that's
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
what I was saying too.
Side note: I think I'm gonna watch Avatar this weekend.
Avatar.
The
Why
new
is
one.
that? You just want to see it on your new TV?
No, because I haven't watched the new one yet.
Did you see the last one?
Yeah, the
You
original
enjoyed
one.
it?
I like the original one a lot. It's just so fucking long.
Yeah.
This one's really good too.
So I want to watch this one, and I wasn't gonna go to the movies to see it. So I was like, and Danny don't want to watch it with me, so now I got like the free time to just fucking watch it.
Is it out on
Damn,
streaming?
all the time I thought you said you were gonna go to like the 4D squirt water in your face one.
I was trying. I never had found time, bro. And then the one time,
Oh, right now you said that I wasn't gonna go to the movies to watch it, so that's why I was
and I
confused.
said Danny's not gonna watch it with me. Initially, I thought about going to the movies. Now Danny was never gonna go with me, so I didn't go.
Oh, okay.
So and then she's not gonna watch it with me at home. So I was like, if I'm gonna ever watch it, it'd be perfect to just watch it now because I got like fucking 3.5 hours of doing nothing to
Got
just
the
watch
sound
it.
bar.
Yeah. So I'll probably
You
watch it
should-
tomorrow night.
Do you have any leftover per diem?
Leftover what?
Per diem, the money from.
Oh no, because it's a corporate card. So
Jesus. This nigga Joel Embiid can't stay on his feet to save his life,
that's
bro.
that nigga Anthony Davis, man.
Where he's 270 pounds, 7'1", it'd be tough.
All these big niggas fall a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You ever notice that all these new big
But
niggas fall a lot?
Joel is on a whole other level, bro.
He don't fall more than Anthony Davis, bro.
No, I think he does.
Yes, he does.
I think he does.
He
You think he
100
falls more than Anthony Davis? I
100%.
don't know,
so
bro.
much.
Anthony Davis falls every other
He stepped
play.
on his head.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Um,
No, I think Joel Embiid falls more, but it's also because like he's, I was thinking about this. He grew up playing soccer,
Yeah,
and I think that's a big part of it.
that could
Because
be.
in soccer, like you
You get touched,
playing,
you fall.
like, playing the refs is part of the game, you know,
yeah.
because the refs can't see everything, and if you get hit, like you're gonna flop and make it extra obvious.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why he's one of the bigger floppers in the league. But he's also 7'1", 270 pounds. Like it's hard to keep that upright,
Exactly.
especially in like basketball.
Oh wait, you're saying to keep it upright?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you get off balance, like think about it this way: is it easier for a shorter person to have quick feet or a bigger person?
A shorter person.
Right. So like
Yeah.
if you have to make a quick move to catch yourself, it's
Yeah.
gonna be harder.
But
Being
my
bigger.
thing is, I feel like a lot of the falling, I'm not saying all,
Yeah.
at least half, is embellished.
Yeah, that's true for sure.
And he, as they say, the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're going to get injured by fake falling
That's true too.
or injure other people. Not to say that was the case just then, but there's probably other cases where he's probably injured other people by fake falling.
Yeah.
Anyways, music wise, damn. So Spreadie Gibbs, or no, Jackman.
Wait, what?
Before I get to Spreadie Gibbs, so Jackman, Phil, what is your review on Jack Harlow's album?
It's easily his best album. This one's way better than his last project. His last project was a hot pack of ass.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but his last project was
His last
this
project
one's
was
better.
ass,
Yeah,
minus
this one.
Churchill Downs. Then that was
Yeah.
a Drake song.
Yeah. The last one was just super poppy.
It was ass, bro. It's okay
Yeah.
to say it was ass.
I didn't enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's ass.
It's ass.
The first one the last one. So if I had to rank them, one is his first one's my favorite. This one, Jackman, that just dropped his second, and then the last one was third.
I don't think I gave the first one a full listen.
The first one I liked a lot, but that one's also a little bit poppy.
Yeah, no, this project was short, concise. It was good. This is my issue with Jack, right?
You think he's a watered down Drake?
He is a watered down Drake, but that's not my biggest issue with him. My biggest issue is he moves like he's an elite lyricist, and he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can,
How so?
like like his persona is, he thinks he's bigger than what he is. I think so. It's like he carries himself as like one of the top niggas, and he's not. Like granted, like you got swag and shit like that, and people be on your shit, but like when it comes to this music shit, you not a big dog.
See, for me,
In my opinion, he's not a big dog.
I just think it was the girls fell in love with him, and then last album got skyrocketed to superstardom.
But that's my thing,
yeah,
right? So
but
like,
I can't put that on him though. If the girls fall in love with you and you get skyrocketed, because as far as I know he's been working on the movie White Man Can't Jump, but he's been low. I feel like since the last album, like I haven't heard from him.
yeah, because he dropped that shit and everybody's like, it's just trash.
Yeah.
I think because he's working on other things. I don't necessarily think it's like he didn't make any more because people thought it was trash.
Yeah.
So my issue is that like he can, I don't know, bro. It's just something about him where I feel like he raps better than what he actually raps like, and he can rap like he can rap.
Yeah.
But he's not like, he doesn't say nothing that's mind blowing or just like he's just a good rapper, like a good just catchy rapper.
Yeah.
And it's like cool, but I won't put you as like a lyricist. And I feel like in his mind, he probably thinks like he's the best lyricist, or he carries himself like that.
Oh yeah, that's part of his
bravado.
That's part of
being a rapper.
His act, or his like him, being a rapper.
I mean, I guess I just don't like it, but it's a cool project.
You think it's unhealthy confidence, like you said you have, with not being jealous? You don't like it. You don't like it for others.
No,
But you're cool with it for you.
No, you should have a level of confidence, but it's also like Kendrick don't even carry himself like that. I mean, so it's like, I don't know. It's like,
yeah, but Kendrick's not the same as him.
Yeah, Kendrick's one of the I feel like Kendrick, 3 Stacks, like there's very few rappers that carry themselves like that.
yeah,
But his lane is also like, that's his lane that he's making for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Like who
Like,
we're
as
about
an
to talk
artist,
about,
like-
Spreadie Cheeks, he carries himself like that.
but the project in itself is solid. Like I would give it.
Or Spreadie Gibbs, I mean.
I would
Yeah.
give it. I'd probably give it a 7.
But with your critique of, I mean, it's totally fair to have that critique of Jack Harlow. Would be the same thing as someone critiquing Kendrick for like, Kendrick, you're really good. You should have more. You should be more like that. You know, but that's not his style. Jack Harlow.
Yeah, but also Jack Harlow's just not dense. Like his music is just, you don't fit. And that's the problem I have with like a lot of Drake songs. There's no feeling into it. Like a lot of songs that you feel, like, and it's hard to explain. But like I don't know, as a hip hopper,
like
and
cake.
as a hip hopper and like understanding like what hip hop comes from, it's like just certain rappers like when they spit, you can feel it. It's like an emotional trigger. Jack Harlow shit don't move me.
Yeah.
Bro.
And I try to like
Yeah.
I really be trying to like him, and I'm just like, it's
Yeah.
alright. And then I don't like that he said he's the second best white rapper behind M, because I don't think he's better than Mac.
And I know a lot
Or
of
Paul
people.
Wall.
I know a lot of people held that against him, but again, he's
Okay,
a rapper.
it's
At the end of the day,
confidence,
he
yeah.
has to say that shit.
yeah, but realistically, he's not better than Mac.
I was never a Mac Miller fan, so it's tough for me to say. But
I don't think
Yeah,
he
no.
surpassed Mac.
But that's just like it's in anything where people are competitive and they're trying to be the best. Like you tell yourself that. Like people in the UFC or in the NBA or like Anthony Edwards says, I'm gonna win MVP when I'm a rookie. Like he's like, oh, like that's part of the competition and drive and whatever. Like you can.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you supposed to do it, but I'm
okay.
just not convinced. And so like it comes off as like you feel like you're like he feels like he's on the same level as Drake. Like, you know what I mean? Like he put that work in already.
Yeah.
But you ain't really dish. You only been in the game for like 3 4 5 years. So it's like, all right, I get it, but it's all right.
Yeah.
The production was great. Songs were kind of catchy. Again, like he tapped into some stuff, but he didn't get too deep.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. 7. Like I could listen to the project again. I would. Only song I listened to from his last album is Churchill Downs, and it's for Drake's verse.
Yeah.
Someone was going on the point you made about like where hip hop and rap comes from. Someone quoted it was like a reel or something, right? Where they showed like an old head or an old hip hop head saying something like that. And then they showed the early and the first rappers, and it was like,
Bro, that shit's
huh,
terrible.
ha, I was
Yeah.
in the park. I was dying. You're like, this is this is where rap comes
Yeah,
from.
exactly.
And then they
real mainstream hip hop song was that one song where he talks.
hold on.
Where he shows poverty.
Check.
Hold on, Phil. No, it's recording. I just don't hear you that well.
Can you hear me now?
I think it's just the headphones.
That's why.
Oh.
But yeah, my dad used to always play Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
And when I hear these are the breaks, bro, that shit is terrible. I mean, rap now is terrible.
I mean,
but
that was groundbreaking back then. Though.
Yeah.
So you can't judge it on the same scale. Like,
of course.
A hip top to the hippie you don't
That
stop.
shit's so
The
bad.
bang to the boogie, the beat bang, the boogie to the boogie to the boogie.
Bro, you love that shit.
That's where that's
a
history,
lyricist.
bro.
Yeah.
That is early lyricism though. So if you think about
Wait,
it, like,
what? I don't think that's early lyricism.
No, it is. I mean,
No, but that's the start of like
depending on your definition.
he
of
actually
lyricism.
goes
Oh,
into
yeah.
starts rapping, but that's like the cadence and
Yeah, but that also came from scatting.
yeah.
Scatting was before that too.
Shitting on people, shitting on
Nah,
their
that was
chest.
it's like I think it was a jazz.
Yeah, it's like jazz cats.
No, I know what scatting is.
No, apparently you don't.
No, I'm
I know.
kidding.
You're kidding. No, I mean, Phil, are we mad
No.
at Zach for that? Okay, I was just trying to check with you.
I-
It was cool. What'd you think of it?
No, I fucked with it heavy. Like I said, I liked it more than the last project, a lot more. I wish it was longer. It's very short. It's like 23 minutes, 10 songs,
That's
23
good, bro.
minutes or something like that.
That's Jack should package all his projects like that.
Yeah,
Because once he gets too long, he throws in fillers like Drake.
yeah.
It's literally he's a micro Drake, bro. When
Yeah.
Drake had these long ass projects, you be like, bro, take off 7 songs.
Would you be a micro Drake if you could?
Bro, my favorite Drake album, one of my favorite Drake albums is What a Time to Be Alive, and it's like 12 songs. 14
Profitable.
songs. It's like Drake in small doses is heat. Like you can take like on a lot of Drake projects, you can take 9 songs, make a whole album, and be like, bro, this might be the best album of the
Yeah.
year. But then Drake throws fucking 8 songs in there of some bullshit, and you're like, bro, why did we even need this?
Yeah.
So that's my issue with Drake. So I like short, packaged, concise Jack Harlow. I probably like him more if he did all his projects less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, probably because that's how you like your packages,
Depends.
your projects.
Yeah,
I-
it depends.
I liked a lot of the songs, but I think my favorite song, even though it is a little bit corny, the last song where he's talking about maybe it's the color of my, or
Maybe
it
it's
must be the color of my skin.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody says. It like, oh, the only reason you're popping is because you were a white rapper. But he's like rapping about. No, it's probably one of the other reasons.
I mean, white helps him.
Yeah.
I don't think
sure.
it helps him.
White definitely helps him.
Being a white rapper, I think it helps.
Always helps.
I don't think that's why he's at the level that he is, because there's so many other white rappers that haven't made it to that level.
I feel like white rappers don't get taken seriously unless they're decent, and like, but some rappers who aren't white that are okay, that Jack Harlow are probably better than,
Yeah.
would get taken seriously or like get
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it helps get the white community, which the white community, if you get them, you're gonna be at the top of the game.
Straight. Yeah, you don't need black people if you got the white. But no, white helps him because he's able to navigate in black spaces. So he has a swagger of like he has urban swagger, as they urban in quotation marks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like he's a fucking corny ass white dude. It's like, nah, this is a white dude that can chill with the black dudes, and the black dudes accept the white dude. Like, yo, this nigga's white, but he a fucking cool ass white boy. Nigga got swag, so that helps him a lot, I think. Because then the white girls are like, damn, that's a white boy swag, and then the black girls are like, hey, I like that white boy. That's a fine ass white boy. Like he got swag, so he's super crossover.
Did y'all see the thing I sent? Nobody said anything, but when Kyle Lowry fell into his lap,
And he
Yes.
said, bro, that was so sus.
I think that's part of. I think that helps him more than most things. That he's also funny.
yeah.
And like he's just
He has charisma,
He's a
for
person.
sure.
Yeah, he's a personality, not just a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that helps him more. I mean, obviously, being white is a different dynamic. I don't know that it'll help more than not help.
Yeah.
And I think being white helps him because I think he's a mid rapper. He's like, he's okay. He's not.
He's
fucking
he's a main.
exceptional.
He's a commercial rapper. He's like a pop mainstream kind of rapper.
Yeah.
Like a lot of white rappers that are like that don't really go anywhere. Like so, like how many really good white rappers are there, or ones that maybe not really good have made money? Eminem, Mac Miller, who else?
Paul Wall, NF,
Who?
NF,
Right?
I don't know who I know.
Paul Wall, okay, but
Paul
he
Wall.
had like what, a
Yellow Wolf.
5-year run really?
Yellow Wolf,
Yeah,
MGK.
Yellow Wolf and
But
MGK.
Yellow Wolf didn't make
MGK
money like
is more
that.
rock or whatever now. Yellow Wolf
Yellow
had
Wolf
it.
made money.
I
Lil
know
Pep-
he
no,
didn't
not
make
like-
Mac Miller money, Eminem money.
I don't know.
Or Jack Harlow. Yellow Wolf was
Macklemore
for like
probably
what,
made
2
more
years?
than-
Yeah, maybe 2 projects.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
I mean, NF is like he's like
Beastie Boys.
NF's an underground rapper, but like he can actually spit.
Yeah.
Like that nigga raps like
Exactly.
Rap,
He
rap.
doesn't, he's not where Jack Harlow is,
Yeah.
but he's still white. I'm saying what makes Jack Harlow is his personality, and that he appeals to
Black
popular. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
No, I think he has a black appeal to him. That's what makes him popular. It's-
Okay, I would say that I'm not gonna say he doesn't have that, but I don't think that's what makes him popular.
I think that is, bro. Because like NF doesn't have that appeal, so it's that it's his swagger. So he has the swag of like a young, like he be around young black dudes. I'm not saying it's like a young black dude swag, but it's a very young hip hop swagger, like hip hop urban swagger. So that's what I think makes, and it helps.
I think it's a hip hop confidence.
And I think in being white helps for sure because it's not a lot of white dudes in that space. Like for real in that space where it's like, all right, you could dress like us, you could talk like us, and nobody's offended. And it's like, all right, that's actually you. It don't feel like you fucking it doesn't feel fake. It feels real.
Okay,
Like
I think
if-
we're saying the same thing but different ways. I get what you're saying now. I'm thinking because it's him, like he is the catalyst, like because that's authentically him, you know.
yeah, but I'm saying, but
And
being
he-
authentically him is also he's gelling with the black community well. That because he might have like I feel like he's like a white dude that feels like grew up around black people. So is that what we're saying, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So it helps that he's white in my opinion because if it's like any other black dude, it's
You just said it's one thing, but it helps that he like. I don't think it hurts that he's white. I think white rappers get like maybe not by like the mass and like white community, but just generally not in hip hop. White rappers, you have to be like
You have to be nice.
you have
You
to
gotta
be
be
nice
good
to be,
first,
right?
yeah.
To be even taken seriously, you can be an average rapper, or average black rapper, and still be taken somewhat seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Spreadie Gibbs. So it's been trending on Twitter, but clearly no one has seen it. So long story short, his baby moms put him on blast on social media, saying that Freddie Gibbs has wanted a child, this and that. She finally got pregnant. Freddie Gibbs kind of ghosted her. No longer she's hearing from him. And then she tweeted,
Is that the white girl he's with the bald head?
yeah, She tweeted, blocking me on Twitter while I have a picture of you spreading your asshole in my phone is insane. I'm gonna spare them on that one though. So everyone's been calling your man Spreadie Gibbs. Spreadie Gibbs. But women, y'all gotta stop putting niggas on blast. I mean, spreading your asshole on camera is a little bit wild, but I'm not gonna king shame anybody. So
Yeah, no, that's you can't do that because you was with you didn't mind it when you was with this
exactly,
Like-
exactly. That's the point. And
nigga.
then
It's like,
she,
I wouldn't do that to a chick, like, you know what I mean? Because I enjoy it when
And
I'm with you.
there's a double standard there too.
It is.
yeah,
Because if a guy did that to a girl or threatened that to a girl,
yeah, it'd be revenge porn. I mean, either way, it's revenge porn.
But she also was a porn star, so that nigga.
She
should've
is a
known.
porn star. She
is a porn
wasn't.
star, yeah, he was wilding for being with that, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to judge anyone
what's
for
wrong
being
with
with a
being?
porn
Yeah,
star.
what's wrong with that? Philip.
There's nothing wrong with it, but
Well, you said he was wrong for. I thought that's what I
you
heard.
just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Kind of wants a good fight about to come on. Stamp.
We can finish up with sports though. So we just finished watching Celtics Sixers. The Celtics ended up pulling that one out.
They gonna win that series.
But before we continue with NBA playoffs, I did see, I heard it from Dunn and Drew's podcast, and I guess they had seen it a couple of different places, and I've seen it elsewhere since then. But a conversation that's being had is doing away with drafts, whether it's NBA or NFL, and maybe having rookies be free agents and teams just picking them up. How would y'all feel about that?
No.
I'm not saying it's going to be done, but
that's
people
terrible.
have asked
I don't
like,
think it's gonna. I don't think that would ever.
no, it wouldn't. But what would y'all think?
Hey.
What would y'all think about that as opposed to there being an NFL draft or
I think
NBA
it's
draft?
dumb.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I prefer the regular draft.
Why don't y'all like it?
Balance of talent.
Power. Yeah. The small markets will never stand a chance. Or the lesser teams would never stand a chance. Because every free agent is going to go to the nicest team, the biggest market to make the most money.
I don't know if
Not even
big
to make the
market,
most
small
money.
market thing, but
I don't even think they would.
yeah, most money.
If there's a salary cap still,
yeah,
I don't think they
There
would
would
pay
have
the
to
most
be.
money.
yeah.
Well, because if you're a free agent,
something.
if you're a free agent, right, and there's salary cap, and every team can pay you the same. Now it's okay if every team can pay me the same. What market can I go to get the most out of pocket to get the most money?
Like non-salary.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that'll. Wait, what do you mean?
like
Endorsements.
So it's
and
like, would I
stuff.
go pay for Oklahoma City or would I go to New York? I'm gonna get way more endorsement deals, makes way more money. Even if I'm Buns, I'm gonna make more money because I'm in fucking New York.
Yeah.
So it's
Possibly.
like every big market will
There's
have
a
an
lot-
advantage against the small market.
It depends though, because in New York you're getting taxed half basically.
Shit, go to Dallas. You can
And-
find somewhere to go that's a big
Or
market.
Miami.
Yeah, you go to Miami.
But
Yeah, but Miami's technically wouldn't be a big market.
the third person on Dunn and Drew's podcast, Jack, shout out Jack, he did make a good point. In the day and age we're in now, he did say like the big market, small market thing kind of is a moot point at this point in time, just because it's like social media and whatnot. Like the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant is one of the bigger players in this league.
Yeah, but he
gets-
wouldn't be in Memphis if
If
it
he
wasn't
get
for a
traded.
draft.
That's a point. That's a good point.
Yeah. So like
Also, they
that's why there is a draft, and that's why there's. I mean,
Yeah.
And even still, even with him being on Memphis, LA Lakers still got more national
Yeah,
games.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Big,
Like,
big market still
they
matters.
still
even though
get more national games, and
Yeah.
they
and
sucked.
they weren't even in the playoffs, but they're still going to be in.
They still get national televised.
Well, that's
games.
because of LeBron. If LeBron wasn't there, then that wouldn't be happening.
But there are a
at the
few
same
teams.
rate.
There are a few teams that get like the Raptors are never on TV.
Ever.
Yeah.
Even if they were, I mean, they're not
Oklahoma
good
City
this year.
Thunder is really never on TV, and
Yeah.
Shea's arguably. I mean, I think I like Shea better than Ja.
If we're talking, because obviously we get the local shit over here, and I don't watch NBA as much as y'all, but
Even on national TV.
Miami is a big market. Are the Heat shown on national TV that much?
more
Not
than
like- not like
more
the
than
Eagles.
Don't hold
OKC
it.
for sure.
Oh, sorry.
But Miami isn't like in terms of and like Miami's not seen as a big market.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's getting bigger now because we're growing, but it's always been a mid market at best.
Got you.
She cold. The Asian chick, Stamp.
I think it'd be interesting because in soccer they obviously do not have a draft and they just it's different, but they just sign motherfuckers as they come up.
and they put them in their their development league and stuff. But really, like in the Premier League, there's probably 5 teams that are always going to win it no matter what, and they
Yeah.
have different cap space type because they don't really have caps. It's just like based on what that team makes and how much
Yeah.
they can afford to pay people.
Yeah.
So there's not really a balance of like there's not a competitive balance in the
Mhm.
league.
Got you.
And think about like if you was a draft, right, and you're in the NFL, would you really want to go play in Green Bay? Or would you rather play in Miami, Los Angeles, fucking anywhere?
Me personally, yeah, I'd rather play in one of the things
But
you
that's
said.
my
but
point. Like those
but
desirable cities are gonna get way more
there
drafts.
are a lot of players that people, not even players, people that do not care about that. They want to go to where the bag
But they're
is.
usually not the best. The bag is, but if it's a draft, the bag's gonna be there for everybody, no? Or are we giving teams like so if a player can pick where they go, are we giving teams more money to give to a player, or is it an even playing field?
I don't know.
Or
I'm
is
not
it if
Roger
you're a rookie
Goodell.
coming out, let's say you're a top 10 rookie, wherever you go, whatever city you pick, you can make the same amount contractually,
Yeah.
right? Or is it this team could give you more just because they have more money?
Yeah.
Which again will put the smaller teams at a disadvantage. So how do you even make that fair?
Yeah. But I mean, going off your, I
Teams
get.
teams will go out of business.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. I do wish there was relegation stuff. I don't know how it'd work with NFL, but with NBA, I wish teams could get relegated to the G League.
It'd be.
And
I
promoted to
don't
the
like.
NBA.
I've heard that. I don't like that either. It's like
Why?
you would have to change the entire dynamic of the league. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like the league would have to, instead of being 30 teams, because even if a G League team were to somehow like it was proposed like there'd be a tournament at the end of the year. The worst teams would play. The worst teams would play the best team. The worst NBA teams would play the best G League teams.
Yeah.
And if they beat them, then they would get a spot in the league. But they're still going to be trash, and they're just going to be. It's just going to be like the bottom is just going to keep circling around,
Yeah.
and then the top 5 teams are always going to win. It's not.
Yeah.
There's not the balance of like. Even right now with the play-in game, and play-in teams winning, was that 20 spots that potentially have a chance to make the playoffs and get
Yeah.
postseason money, notoriety, like exposure.
Oh,
That
teams get
wouldn't-
more money for making the postseason.
Probably.
Yeah, because you, I mean, ticket sales 1,
Mm-hmm.
like
True.
retail 2, you get. I'm pretty sure you get paid more for primetime games.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that. So they would they would have to change like the entire structure and dynamic of the NBA.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the NBA that we know, and I mean maybe it might be interesting, but there wouldn't be like. It wouldn't be the league that it is today.
Yeah.
You know, or like even the NFL. The NFL wouldn't be the league that it is today
Yeah.
because you can go see the best talent play in your city.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not a fan of your city, of the team in your city, you can go see the best talent. You can see when your team comes.
Yeah.
But if they're not good, you're like, I'm not going to spend that money.
Exactly. No, that's a good point. Interesting stuff.
Don't like that idea. Throw it away.
But any other NBA playoff stuff y'all had?
Bruh, I hate this nigga AD. I send y'all this
Tell-
message like
tell-
every
yeah.
other week.
Tell the people why.
Bro, there's
you
no
hate
way
him.
Lakers not your favorite team, bro.
It's not my favorite team, but I watch him all the time because of LeBron. Because bro, he's just. I've never seen a nigga that good take that many days off. Be that so trash.
Yeah.
How do you go from 31-23 to an 11-7
Bro,
game?
some
the
people
next
just have
game?
bad days.
Bro, no, he has a bad game every other game. Like he hasn't had.
Stephen A.
two-
had this stat on First Take that was, he plays well on odd games, and then even games
He's
he's like
trash.
nowhere to be found.
Really?
Like,
like the
he-
the odd and even, just like game
By
1
odd-
faces
okay.
2. Yeah.
Okay, that's what you mean.
The odd and even games is like the tale of 2. Is like 2 different players.
Really?
And he's
He's like-
wasting LeBron's last years. So it's pissing me off because, like, LeBron fucking puts up 23 in the first half, and Anthony Davis gives you a nothing burger. And it's like, bro, you just out there.
You know, I mean, LeBron is to blame, to be honest.
He's not.
Why not? He's the one who wanted Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but
That's who he wanted to play with. He picked him.
I mean,
and
they
he also
they-
said, "Hey, I want to play with Russ." And like, you
but-
have to hold him
but
accountable.
that ain't got shit with how you play. LeBron wanted to play with him because he's generational talent. Like, the nigga's great when he's great. It's like this nigga AD wake up and be like, I'm going to dominate today. And then the fucking next game, he'd be like, you know what? I ain't going to do shit
there
today.
still should be some accountability for LeBron because he could have picked anybody, really. And they
Nah,
would have
well,
went and got that person.
He won a title with him. So, I mean, he picked the right person. They won a title and they in the second round.
All right, if that's all he wanted was one title, then cool.
I mean, he's in a position to win a second
And even
one,
when they won the title, he was hurt a bunch too.
Yeah.
He just got it. They benefited from having that big long COVID break where Anthony Davis could get healthy, and then just be in the bubble.
Everybody benefited from that though.
Not everybody, for sure.
Everybody
not everybody
benefited from that. Everybody had the same break.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it benefited everybody.
How come it doesn't benefit everybody?
Okay, if your team is hot, right?
People handle that differently.
Right.
Like, obviously, like Paul George, we saw how it affected him.
So you're not a professional. So say that.
Yeah,
Well, that's
no,
not what
it's
we're
not.
saying. You're doing what Luke did. I'm about to turn up. You asked me a question, and when I'm answering, you don't want to hear what I'm answering.
I was talking to Zach on that one though. So you just getting feisty from Mr. Feisty Pants.
No, you.
Yeah,
legit
you
were
get
talking
you
to me.
ready. Why you ready to turn up on everybody?
Because, bro.
Who got your panties in a bunch?
Because
G?
you guys are hitting the triggers.
Nah, because if everyone got the same break, what you choose to do with that break, that's on you. But everyone got the same break.
So do you want to hear my answer or you don't want to hear my answer?
Go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Get your shit off.
Right. So if a team is injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the brink of maybe not making the playoffs or not really doing well, if the season were to continue as it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they benefit from a break. If a team is hot playing their best basketball, then they have to go sit and they're not continuing to play, then that's going to throw off their momentum. Get it?
Okay, but if that's your only point, so one team gets healthy, the other team loses momentum, but they all come back at the same time. So the team that loses momentum can still stay sharp. They can still practice. They can still do all those things. So everybody's like, oh, the bubble benefited the Lakers. No, the bubble benefited everybody. Granted, the Lakers got healthy, but everybody.
Can you get hurt working out?
True, but everybody else got.
I get
but everybody
the point
else got
you're
healthy
making,
too.
Phil, I get the point you're making, but I don't like that you keep saying it benefited everyone. 'Cause
Yeah, it doesn't benefit. That's what I'm saying.
One,
That's
it
my
doesn't
point.
benefit anyone, but it puts what you're trying to say is it puts everyone on a level playing field.
So
But
if everyone's on a
different-
level playing field, how does that not benefit everyone?
The
We all
season
started
it puts-
continuing would be having everyone on the level playing field.
No, because they all start at, like, if you had a chance to get into the playoffs going into the bubble, you all had it. They all pretty much started from where they left off.
It wasn't the same season, bro. Like it was like you had to win a certain amount of games. Like if you finished out the season, the outcomes would have been different than the way that it was in the bubble.
Yeah, but okay, but again, that's a catastrophic event. You can't change that. So
We're not saying that. All we're saying is that it doesn't benefit everybody.
But it puts it puts everybody on a level playing field is what I'm saying. And if you get on a level playing field, if you can't adjust to that, that's on you. I'm not.
I don't think it puts everyone on a level playing field because
I
if
disagree.
you have injured players, right, and they get 3 months to recover, that is not the same. Like that is not the same playing field they had before.
But everybody. So even if you healthy, you still get 3 months to tighten up your game though. So while they healing, you could be getting better in those 3 months is what I'm saying. So just because someone's healing,
Other
because
things
they're
could also
injured-
happen.
Other things could happen, but they didn't.
What? How do you
Like
know?
a lot of those teams that were healthy went into
All right,
the bubble.
bro, we don't have to talk.
A lot of those teams that but a lot of those teams
You're
that
not
were
making any
healthy went into the
sense.
bubble healthy, and the teams that were injured came in healthy. So so if everybody goes into the bubble healthy, is what I'm saying. Everybody goes into the bubble healthy, and they all got a shot at a championship. Now the hoopers, the real hoopers, we gonna see who really hooping.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm 100% not saying that. Oh, we have an asterisk next to our
Yeah, I'm not saying
our
that
bubble
either.
championship, but that year may have benefited some people
Mm-hmm.
because of the situation, and it definitely had a negative impact on other people because of the situation. So there's different factors, there's different things. I mean, again, everyone still had a common goal in mind. The Lakers won it, they did what they needed to do, but you're looking at it in a certain scope when there's other factors that played in.
Yeah, your focus is very narrow. Like I said, it benefited them, which it did. and it hurt others, which it did.
I'm saying it hurt others because I'm saying if it hurts you, then that's on you. Is what I'm saying. If it hurt a team, that's on your focus and your preparation because you had 3 extra months. If you were already healthy, is what I'm saying, or you were already going in, or if you already had momentum, you have fucking 3 months.
I don't think it's on them because it's a like you said, it's a catastrophic. It's a pandemic.
Yeah, but you had and
there's other family factors. There's other things that could stress you. It's not that it's just on them for not being prepared, or whatever the case is.
I mean, I guess, but
it like AD was hurt most of that season. They weren't playing their best. Lakers weren't playing their best basketball, even though they had played well early in the season, enough to be in a spot where they were in a good position. So that break helped them get healthy and continue playing. Others, it could have thrown off their momentum
because they weak. They're mentally weak.
That doesn't mean they're mentally weak. Why does it mean they're mentally weak? If you had someone die of COVID, you're mentally weak because you're thinking about that during this 3-month break or whatever.
But that's not every team. Though. It might be one player, but that's not every team.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So
some people benefited, some people didn't.
I'm saying if every team came into the bubble, they all had a chance to focus and regroup. And if you couldn't focus and regroup from whatever you was going through to fucking get through the bubble to win, then that's on you. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, in theory that is true.
That's on you. That's a personal thing.
But in reality, that's not the case.
That's reality, bro. Because everybody had family. Everybody was away from their family in the bubble. Everybody was in the same circumstances. Everybody fucking was in isolation.
The point was that it benefited some and it didn't benefit others, and that's still true.
My thing is it was a level
regardless
playing
of
field.
Whatever, if it is a level playing
field. So
right,
if you can't win in a level playing field,
they made a level playing field. But guess what? It benefited people, and it didn't benefit others.
Well, it was a level playing field. So if you complain about a level playing field, I'm sorry. Toughen up.
No one's complaining about a level. You're changing the argument. We're
It's
just saying
everything.
That
everything is going to benefit it. It's gonna. The thing is, it's you arguing like semantics now. Because who are we? I think it benefits everybody.
Well, I'm not arguing semantics. You're arguing semantics. Okay. I said that it benefited some people, and you said no, it didn't. It was a level playing field.
I said I think it benefited everybody. Everybody was on a level playing field because they benefited from everybody benefited from the 3 months. That's what I said, and we agree to disagree on that.
It's a fact that it didn't benefit everybody.
We don't know that. We agree to disagree.
You could say that.
I'd also say that if something makes something equal for everyone, then it's not benefiting everyone.
Right.
But anyways, we can finish up with Mike Budenholzer. Got fired.
How's equality not beneficial to everyone?
If something makes it even for everyone, it really doesn't make it beneficial for everyone because it's now even and equal for everybody. But we don't need to go into that. Mike Budenholzer
so equality is never equal then?
Was fired by the
if you're in the
Milwaukee
playoffs and you're
Bucks.
A 1 seed, if you're in the playoffs and you're a 1 seed and then you don't have home court advantage, you don't have your
So tell me more about Spreadie Cheeks.
He's not gonna get it. So.
All right, Mike Budenholzer. I cannot say this nigga's name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Budenholzer. He was fired by the Bucks after getting eliminated in the playoffs. Are y'all in agreement of this firing, or did y'all think that this was a little too abrupt and too soon?
I always find it surprising when championship coaches get fired, but at the same time, like the expectation was high for the season.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand it, but I'm definitely surprised.
My thing is, who's out there that's better?
He'll get hired. He'll get hired by someone else.
100%.
My thing is, if you fire a championship coach, who can you bring in to replace him?
That is a great question.
The pool of great coaches is just not that high. Doesn't appear to be. So are you gonna start like?
They'll find someone.
I mean, you could find someone, but it might not be the same.
Damn,
I think it's because of the fashion that he lost, and he was bailed out the year that they won the championship.
How was he bailed out? What year was
like
that?
The players bailed him out. They just played well enough to win the championship.
Wasn't that the same year Kyrie got hurt?
Kyrie got hurt. Harden was hurt for a part of that series with the Nets. KD had his toe on the line for that 3 that would have ended the game.
Yeah.
There was they just couldn't fire him after he won a championship.
Yeah.
And he's a championship coach, but he won 3 years ago. Yeah. So it was Frank Vogel got fired, and he we were just talking about the bubble, but there was questions about him before they won that too. Like if he could get it done, and the players played him into staying before he got fired.
You know where would be a great landing spot? The Mavs. I think the Mavs would be
Budenholzer?
fantastic.
The thing is, like,
yeah.
Budenholzer is a good coach, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he is a good, like, I don't think he's a difference-making coach, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's a coach that is going to take good players and make them better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that he's good with I don't want to say making adjustments because everything's adjustments, but making adjustments or like game management, that kind of stuff. That's not his strong suit. His strong suit is like probably X's and O's and like just putting people in the right spots. But then after that, he's like, all right, y'all take the wheel.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. If they lose in 7 games to the Heat, I don't think he gets fired. But they lost in 5.
Yeah.
And there was questions about what the hell he was doing from everywhere.
Got you. I don't know. To me, Jason Kidd he's butt cheeks. The Mavs haven't fired him, right?
Nah, yeah. Jason, so like, Jason Kidd is good at the parts that Budenholzer isn't good at.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Got you. Okay. Damn, they should have hired him as assistant coach.
I think that would be cool.
Co-head coach. Anything else?
But Nick Nurse got fired. I think that one's more surprising.
Yeah.
But he lost the locker room.
Oh, he did? I didn't know that.
Heard, yeah. Like the players didn't really fuck with him.
He's a good coach.
But that was from even when Kawhi was there. Like that's when it started.
Yeah.
Oh, really? When they won?
Yeah.
Probably because nigga didn't roll out the
No,
red carpet for him.
he said there's a funny story about him giving a speech. I don't know if it's pregame or postgame or what, but he was trying to motivate them, and he was telling them about his championship that he won in the G League. And Kawhi's like, I don't give a fuck. That's the G League, like in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And I guess from there, like, I don't know, it just started. People didn't really like. Because
Yeah,
I guess
if you're
he was constantly. From what I read, like on Reddit and from other places, like he was constantly talking about his G League experience and comparing it to the NBA, like every chance he got.
that's what he had, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a coach where it's like you can tell he's really smart and he's a good like X's and O's dude. But maybe he's not like a player's coach type thing, you know.
Yeah.
But he's good at making adjustments and stuff like that too. So that's why I was surprised. But if you say he didn't have the locker room, that makes sense. I mean, Masai Ujiri fired Dwayne Casey when he won Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
He won Coach of the Year and he was fired the next day or something.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah, but are the Raptors the only coachless team right now?
I mean, yeah, Houston, they got their thing, right?
Yeah.
They got Ime.
Yeah. I don't know of any others.
Well, maybe he goes to the Raptors.
I don't know if people are on the hot
Bucks,
seat.
obviously.
Well, yeah, but they're not gonna rehire that nigga.
No, but I think the Bucks have an assistant coach, Charles Lee, who's been interviewing with some teams. Actually, no, Pistons. I don't think have a coach.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Pistons don't either.
But yeah, he's been interviewing. Actually, Charles Lee interviewed with the Pistons, but I'd like to see him interview with the Raptors.
Yeah.
Probably will. I don't know.
Got you. Anything else?
Would you want Bud at the Raptors, Luke?
Probably. I mean, I don't know who else we'd get that's better.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him, to be honest. I'd rather go someone that's like, I give someone else a shot kind of thing.
Yeah, Charles Lee might be that guy. I would be happy if it's Charles Lee.
Especially with what they have there, because it's like they're going to be rebuilding anyway, right?
Probably.
So.
All right.
And then they have a good what do you call it, frame to build from. They
have some decent pieces.
And they can trade OG, they can trade Van Vliet and get some
Van
stuff
Vliet,
back.
One of them, I can't remember which one. Contract's up.
Oh, maybe it is Van.
I think it's Van Vliet. His contract's up this offseason, so I don't even know I would love a sign and trade like the Lowry one. Bro. But I don't think that happens.
That was so dumb of the Heat, I feel like. But like I think that was Lowry. That Lowry's like, I want this type.
He kind of pushed it.
Money.
All right, we done.
Yup.
It's been another episode of Save for the Pod, episode 106. Phil, hit the drop. Peace. I really had to say a little quiet for this.
I told you, we neutered that nigga.
I gotta.
Tom launched a program called Buddies Over Bullies.
I'm sorry.